right, folks, here we go. MJ Morning Show on a Monday, and man, it's busy already. Couple of things. I saw that there was some kind of Ferrari car wreck on, on Bryan-Derry?
Oh, no, not a Rari.
Yeah, Ferrari. I mean, just totally destroyed, and two people inside did not make it.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Who cares about the car then? Jeez.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
I'm looking at Channel 8's website here. Yeah, two people dead after driving their Ferrari head-on into another car on Sunday night. So they've had this accident scene roped off for quite some time. I mean, it happened apparently at 9:43 p.m., or at least that's when the call came in. Let me give you the details. Two people died after driving their Ferrari head-on into another car Sunday night, according to a release from the Pinellas Park Police. I'll tell you what, Largo's kind of cooled down a little bit. Pinellas Park's really heating up again as far as all kinds of crazy stuff. According to the Pinellas Park Police, the crash happened on Bryan-Derry between 66th and Belcher, 9:43 last night. And initially, they say it appears the Ferrari was speeding down Bryan-Derry Road when it crossed the median for unknown reasons and then collided with another car going in the opposite direction. And I'll tell you what, you look at the photos, the entire front end of the Ferrari is gone. I'm not a Ferrari expert. I'm trying to see if I can match up which Ferrari it is.
The expensive fast one.
There are a couple of pictures here where there's more grass on the side of the road than car in the photo. I don't know who's aiming the camera here.
I mean, when you think about cars, really nice cars you don't want to be in an accident in, Ferraris.
Well, listen, they're mid-engine cars, so you don't have all that bulk up front. So you have just really like trunk space up front because the car is a mid-engine car. So all the weight and the bulk, for that even distribution on the way to the car and to give that low center of gravity, they put the engine in a lot of these cars in the middle. Like the new Corvette is a mid-engine. After all these years, the new Vette is a mid-engine car.
I know nothing about cars, but is it Ferrari like fiberglass or something?
Well, the Corvette is...
It's glass.
But the Ferrari, you know what? I don't know enough about the Ferrari. Yeah, I've had, friends that have had Ferraris. I've just never, needed a Ferrari or wanted a Ferrari, just, not in my DNA. But the car does not look good. And do we have any information on the other driver? So the two people, oh, here we go. Yeah, all right. So the two people in the Ferrari, they said that they were gone instantly.
Okay.
And then the occupants in the other car, they sustained non-life-threatening injuries. I'm guessing that their vehicle had an engine up front. That's what I'm guessing. And the area around the crash closed for hours. The last I heard, it was still closed. So I don't know. I guess we'll get traffic from Pat in just a few minutes here. And then what's going on with this rocket? We're supposed to have this Artemis rocket go up this morning. I think there's a launch window, but they're shooting for like 8:33 a.m.
That's when the window starts, and
Right.
It's a 2-hour window.
But wait a minute. Then I saw that it was paused for a fuel leak. And
Ooh.
I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I don't know what the skies are going to be like. But
It can't be good.
If it is clear over here and we don't have extensive cloud cover, this is the most powerful rocket apparently ever made. And we see the Elon Musk rockets go up from over here on this side of the state. So we should, if the skies are clear and this rocket does go, we should be able to see that flaming orange tail of the rocket engine clearly over here, even at 8:33 in the morning with the sun up. But I saw there was some kind of a countdown interruption because of a fuel leak. Do we have an update on that?
So they talked about the fuel leak, and then also they began fueling for blast off. Rain showers with lightning were causing a delay, and they delayed it by 55 minutes. And then the 6-hour procedure finally got underway at 1:13 this morning.
So 6-hour procedure, 1:13, that would put the rocket fueled at 7 7 o'clock hour.
Yes.
So that should be enough time. So the fuel leak, but a fuel leak is it a fuel? I just saw this on the AP wire. A fuel leak interrupted NASA's launch countdown for its new moon rocket early Monday morning. Launch controllers halted the tanking operation, which already was running an hour late because of thunderstorms. They slowly resumed the process to confirm that it was indeed a hydrogen fuel leak and not faulty sensors, but alarms forced another temporary pause as precious minutes in the countdown ticked away. So what the hell's the story now? Is this thing going to be going at 8:33 or within the window, or is this thing going to be delayed because of this delay? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let me see what the wired timestamp is on this thing, because listen, a lot of people are interested in this thing. It looks like this was updated. This was updated at 6:04. All right, so hold that.
That's
hold
2 minutes ago.
Yeah, 2 minutes ago. So we have an update on this 2 minutes ago, and let me see if there's any fuel leak interrupted NASA's launch countdown for the new. That's what I said. I don't see what the new launch time is, or if the launch time has been affected from their target of 8:33 this morning. But it's kind of cool. I really want to see that. That's in the middle of our long chunk of the MJ Morning Show. We might need to string a microphone cord outside.
So if they don't lift off today,
Yeah.
the next available window is on Friday.
No, it's Christmas Day.
At least-
They can't launch
Friday.
on Christmas.
Hang on a minute. Yeah, Andrew, what's the story?
Yeah, to talk about how powerful this engine is supposed to be,
Yep.
this rocket is supposed to be. If the breeze is coming in off the Atlantic, they expect the rocket to be heard as far as Orlando.
Wow.
Oh, that's not powerful enough. If I can't hear it here in Tampa, I don't even want to know about it.
Just getting rolling, folks. It's going to be a busy Monday morning. We're going to be all over the road at 6:08. Let's grab traffic. Here's Pat. Latest now on that Ferrari wreck in Pinellas Park.
Well, at least the interstates are looking.
MJ here along with Roxanne and Fester and Froggy and, oh man, 2 days in a row. What the heck is going on?
I mean, do I go back to see if it's a... I guess we had
Hey,
the
Rox,
weekend.
do me a favor. That door slam was not quite loud enough.
You do it louder.
Can you do that? Can you go back and make that just a little bit louder?
Oh my God, Roxanne!
My
People are on the air around here.
Holy oh my God.
Nuts!
It's like a boulder falling off a cliff.
MJ, you couldn't see the angle I was at. Roxanne lifted herself on the metal handle and rode the door closed.
I saw the wall move.
Surprised you didn't fall in.
Yeah, these doors are the heavy-duty metal studio doors that when radio stations were kind of built, with these heavy doors these days, radio stations, they're putting in little hollow masonite doors from Lowe's, or Home Depot. Where were we? Oh, so Roxanne was walking in with were you bringing in 2 cups of coffee?
No, 2 waters.
Oh, 2 waters.
Yeah.
Party.
So you're bringing in 2 of those
Styrofoam cups of water.
Dart styrofoam cups of
Yes.
water.
Yeah, I'm trying to up my water intake.
You're trying to hydrate.
Yes.
Because you don't want your complexion to be all craggly, and the key to a radiant face is a lot of water and keeping hydrated.
It's not all about beauty. It's just about to feel good and to wake up.
Well, how about the fact that you're using these little plastic styrofoam cups that take 97,000 years to disintegrate?
Oh, mine don't because I eat them after I drink them.
Oh.
I think these new cups
Clever.
break down a lot sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you have a water bottle? Why don't you have a reusable water bottle?
Yeah, Roxanne.
Because it's just fun. Fester and I stack the cups. It's just fun to have a lot of styrofoam cups
we
in here.
did play games over here.
All right. Back over to, and that was a heavy-duty door slam.
You're critiquing the tiniest things I do today.
Well,
From what I drink out of to how I shut a door.
Picking nits over
I'm
here.
not. All right. So, Fester, let's talk about
Yes.
critiques here. Now, Thursday, we were all supposed to meet at the Krispy Kreme on 4th Street. Literally right down the street from the radio station.
We had morning show fans show up.
We did.
Yeah, we had 3 people.
We had people that heard us talk about going to Krispy Kreme to try the new Krispy Kreme glazed donut flavored ice cream.
3 people.
Wow, 3. How'd you guys get out of there with so many fans?
Oh, we signed autographs.
We were mobbed. Mobbed, I say. So we go down to Krispy Kreme. I'm excited. We're talking about it on the air because we mentioned this like a month ago or maybe more, that Krispy Kreme was launching this new ice cream and shakes and everything. And it was launching first in the Carolinas where they're based in North Carolina somewhere. And then I guess they did a soft launch. They did a soft serve soft launch, and it has been here for weeks. But we didn't know that. But then the news story came out, hey, Krispy Kreme now has the glazed donut flavored ice cream at the stores. I'm like, hey, guys, let's go. So right after the show on Thursday, we go there. We get in and we're placing the order, and the lady behind the counter says, okay. And then after she says okay, she then yells back to some manager dude in the back and says, is the ice cream machine working? And he says, nope.
Of course not.
No, it's not working right now. It's being cleaned. So that was 10:15 a.m. on Thursday morning. Unbeknownst to me until over the weekend when Fester called me on Saturday, or was it yesterday or Saturday?
Yeah, we spoke Saturday afternoon.
Okay, Saturday afternoon. Fester calls me and says, oh, hey, Krispy Kreme update. I went on Friday after the show and the machine is still broken.
Oh, come on.
What the hell? But the guy was even joking around and said, hey, this is not like the McDonald's McFlurry machine situation. Nope. This is not like the McDonald's ice cream machine.
It's just a scheduled cleaning. The machine is not down.
It'll be back up in 2 hours after the cleaning. And you went on Friday and it was still down?
Yeah, 24 hours later.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
we didn't have the whole, you and me and Froggy was going to be there.
Okay.
I pulled through the drive-thru.
Right.
And there's an employee there kind of leaning against the drive-thru because I guess the speaker box wasn't working properly. And she was just taking orders verbally
Right.
and walking them back in. And I looked at her and I was like, trying to be cheery.
Oh, so there was a Krispy Kreme employee outside standing in the lane.
Because the speaker box apparently wasn't working correctly. So I would have told her, yeah, I'd like.
Hang on a minute. Did you say?
Oh God.
Did you say the speaker box wasn't working correctly?
She wishes she had that with her. Because I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Somebody choking her?
Are you ready to take my order yet?
Come on. Put the thing in my face.
I walked over to Froggy and I put the thing like 2 inches away from his face.
She was very
2
polite.
feet, but still loud.
She was very polite. She's like, drive-through speaker's not working. Can I take your order? And I was like, yeah. And if I would have ordered something, she would have ran it inside and then had it for me at the window.
Okay.
And I was like, is the ice cream machine up? Yesterday it was shut down, and I'm really looking forward to getting a big, large cone of ice cream. And she's like, oh, yeah. Ice cream machine? I was like, yeah, is ice cream machine? She's like, no. No, No, She's like, no,
All right, let me play a Q-Zoo drop from 1979.
That is verbatim what she said to me.
Excuse me, ma'am, is the ice cream machine working yet?
So I just kind of like, I was like,
Is that the time maybe they choose to clean it in the morning when people don't usually get ice cream?
I mean, that's
No,
not
because the guy told us that it goes through the deep clean like every 14 days or something.
yeah, it's every 2-week
Hey,
deep clean.
All right, Fester, here's what I want you to do. I want
Really
you to
deep.
Get on the phone with Krispy Kreme right now.
Yeah, okay.
Right now.
This better be good.
I'm serious.
Ice cream.
Call them up right now. Well, we were going over to do a review. We were going to do an Instagram Live, which I did.
Don't they just sell pints of it?
Oh, and people were complaining my Instagram Live was all like fuzzy and grainy.
Yeah.
That's part of the Verizon Wireless, like North 4th Street data black hole or something.
Oh, no.
Well, it's like our office here.
Yeah.
There's something wrong. Verizon Wireless has a problem. For whatever reason, here on 4th Street, we're right behind 99th in the office park. What do they call this? We used to call this, used to be called Koger, but what is it called? I don't even know what the hell. What?
The street is Koger.
It's like Koger Executive Drive, or is it just Executive Drive?
It's just Executive
No, it's
Drive.
just Executive Drive.
This-
Executive Center Drive.
What? Executive Center Drive.
Is this called the Bayport Complex?
Is that what it is now?
Bay Point.
Baypoint.
Bayport?
Bay
I don't know.
Point.
Who the
Okay,
Okay,
hell-
listen,
don't-
I turn on Koger Boulevard every morning.
Oh, you
Guys,
do?
I don't know about you.
Off of the street off of 4th Street, I think is Koger.
MLK.
No.
Yeah,
Wait,
there it is.
Okay. So off of 4th is Koger?
Is Koger.
Whatever the hell. I don't even know where the hell we work. All right. So Verizon's got a problem here. They don't have good cell coverage. Our cell service in the building is awful, even outside. Remember when I was following the Google camera truck in the office park?
Yes.
I was Instagramming live, and the video was all grainy and blotched. It was like I was on 2G or something. Can you hear me now? Can you hear? No.
No, I can't. Not at all.
And then down at the Krispy Kreme, just like 5 blocks down again. Man, I'm outside in the parking lot. I wasn't getting good data from my Verizon. They've got we must not have a tower nearby, is what it must be. All right, so anyway, Fester, the machine was down on Friday. It was down on Thursday. You have the phone number?
Yes.
All right, dial them up off the air, obviously. Call them up right now.
Okay.
And I want you to just say, hey, is the ice cream machine working? And let me know what the answer is.
Oh, gosh.
And it better not be.
Okay.
While we're waiting, let me add a little bit more of the Q-Zoo.
MJ Morning Show.
Look at that.
Okay.
Coop lives.
Any answers?
It's a whole voicemail hell. It's like
What are they voicemail for?
now they're trying to connect
What do they
me
have
to
tons
the
of
store.
off? Oh, and now you're getting connected to the store. All right, Fester, we're trying to call the 4th Street.
Hey, how are you?
Krispy Kreme.
Is this 4th Street North? Okay, great. Is the ice cream machine working? Okay, it should be.
No.
Okay.
No, should be.
I'm going to send a guy down
No,
there.
hold on a
buy
minute.
No, tell him to
six
go make
quarts.
sure.
No.
Could you please just verify that it's working? I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
I'm going to send a guy down there to get some ice cream. I
Yeah,
just want to make sure. I sent the guy on Thursday and again on Friday, and it was down. I just want to be sure that it's working before I send him.
Yeah, we're having an ice cream fix. We're having withdrawal like we're a bunch of
sorry.
heroin addicts over here. Trying to quit cold turkey. I'm sweating.
I think I pissed her off.
Did she hang up?
No, we're still on the line, but she's like, oh,
Hold on. I think so.
Yeah.
Well, how about we know so? We don't want to go all the way down there if it's not working.
They should have a sign by the hot sign. They should have, ice cream
Cold.
ready.
Yeah, cold now. Instead of hot now.
I understand, man.
Blue.
I understand. All right, I'll hold. Thank you.
What? Just walk over
All right,
and
hold
just
on.
pull the handle.
Listen.
What?
Oh, no. She asked me to call back.
What?
She said, I'm there by myself. It's going to take me a few minutes.
Walk over and push the thing.
She has other orders in front of her. She has people physically in front of her. And here I am
my
calling,
God.
asking about an ice cream machine.
You got a Krispy Kreme dilemma and a half here.
Why is it so impossible to find out?
I don't know. This is turning into. This is like the quest for cold fusion over here. I mean, literally, cold ice cream. All right, just get rolling, folks. Guess what? I have a giant chunk of the early morons in the news next in minutes. Don't move. Good morons in minutes. Look what I have over here, guys. I have a gigantic pile of early morons in the news here on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, how is it that it seems that a couple of times a year someone falls into the Grand Canyon, like they just fall over the cliff?
Yeah, they don't realize that it's there.
Is it literally something you could fall into? I mean, I know it's a canyon, but isn't there like railings? I've never been. Isn't there a big rail that you kick it over?
I would think there's some kind of thing to stop you from falling in.
Yeah, as of late, the falls have all been selfie related,
Guys, first of all, the Grand Canyon is really big. It's not like one little spot where the tourists go and there's a railing.
Well,
all right?
Aren't there signs? Don't get too close to the edge.
Yeah, the signs are that there's an edge and it goes down hundreds and hundreds of feet.
Death imminent.
You know what I think has occurred also? I'm pretty sure that with the advent of all these idiots wanting to take selfies, that has increased the numbers of people falling into the Grand Canyon. Here's the latest. Rangers discovered the body below Bright Angel Point. So, Fester, if you want to bring up Google Maps and look for Bright Angel Point, you can see if there's a railing there.
I will.
Okay. Why don't you check that out?
Is that an appropriate name?
Yeah, for real.
Now it is.
Angel of Death
On
Point.
August 26th, which that would have been on, was that Friday? The 26th? Yeah. On Friday, so this is Friday afternoon, 3:30 p.m. Grand Canyon time. So that would be, what, Pacific? Probably Pacific time. Because you kind of get close to mountain over there, so I would imagine probably Pacific time. So at that time on Friday, the local communication center, they got a report of a visitor that fell from the rim west of this Bright Angel Point. And they located the body of a 44-year-old guy approximately 200 feet below the rim.
Ugh.
Visitor was reportedly off trail when the accident happened, fell off a ledge. Oh, wait a minute. In light of this story, the Rangers are giving us tips on how to stay safe at the Grand Canyon. Yeah.
Don't fall off of it.
Don't fall off the ridge. Don't fall off the ledge.
Thank you, officer.
Yeah. So, Rangers, here's the have a safe visit at the Grand Canyon list. Would you like to hear this, guys?
Yes.
All right. Keep the following in mind, they say. Stay on designated trails and walkways and always keep a safe distance of at least 6 feet from the edge of the rim. So I'm guessing this guy did not keep a safe distance. In areas where there is no railing or fence, do not climb over. In areas where there is a railing or fence, do not climb over the barrier. And then if there are no railings, you want to stay at least 6 feet away from the edge. And then keep an eye on all the people in your group, especially small children.
Okay,
Good idea. So a little 3-year-old doesn't wander off.
You said Bright Angel Point.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now. And it looks like it actually comes to a point.
So, and there's a rail there for tourists.
Yeah.
With little, kind of plaques where you can see what you're looking at. And
God, that's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yes.
It is.
My God. I've been to the Grand Canyon a couple of times, and man, that is just, it is awesome.
Let me see how.
And it's even better when you stay alive and don't fall in.
When you have stories to bring back with you instead
And
of just
pictures.
dropping down to the pit of the
Isn't
Snake
that
River.
just amazing?
All right, here's what else. Are you being sarcastic?
God's work. It really is.
You're being facetious over here.
I've never been.
You're being obnoxious and sarcastic.
Or
You're
the
being
Snake River.
you're being
Looks rocky.
you're being condescending is what you're doing over there.
I saw a video last week of a guy trying to impress his girlfriend, so he jumped off the rail and jumped down a part of that, and then slipped and started sliding towards the edge, and his girlfriend was like, "Scotty, no!" And he stopped right before he fell
Are
in.
you serious?
Yeah. He was like, "Check it out." He just jumped. He was like, "Oh."
What a bonehead.
So people are dumb.
Hang on, let me continue down the list of valuable tips when visiting the Grand
All right,
Canyon.
6 feet from the edge.
Right.
Okay, what else?
Keep an eye on all people in the group, especially children, small children. Yeah, that goes without saying, I would say. Hey, kids, go play amongst yourselves, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds. You just have fun on the edge of the canyon here. Know where the edge is. Watch foot placement and look for trip hazards. Do not run, jump, or perform physical stunts near the rim. Yeah, don't do cartwheels and handstands, and don't do like Simone Biles moves. Yeah, Andrew.
The fact that they had to write that means somebody did that.
Yeah.
Do
I
not
want you to
back up.
do it now.
So, yeah.
Do not back up without looking first where you're going. So they're investigating what happened, but 44-year-old dude fell into the canyon, which it seems like it's more and more, and my money is on it was selfie-related.
Selfie-induced.
There you go.
There's actually, I'm looking at more pictures from different angles. There's a lot of really safe places to observe this beautiful canyon.
And then there are a lot of very unsafe places to observe this beautiful canyon.
Or, someone could have dropped their phone and gone in after their phone. I've seen that happen too.
That was another one.
Who would jump after their phone into the Grand Canyon?
Well, there was a story. I don't think it was Grand Canyon, but there was a story that I saw last week. I just didn't print it out. Hey, Fester, enough with Fester's on like the Google Street View at this death point, and Fester's like moving the camera all around.
All right, I'm sorry. I'll back out.
Go back to guy falls, dies retrieving cell phone. There was just a story like this last week. I mean, literally just a couple of days ago. So type in, no, it's not Grand Canyon. It's somewhere. I don't think it's Grand Canyon. But a guy was on the edge of a cliff, and the guy dropped his cell phone and went to retrieve it, and that was it. Sometimes, as they say, just let it go. It's gone. Just let it go. You find it yet?
Could a guy have drowned? Drowns?
No, he didn't drown.
Drowns.
The guy did not drown. This is a whole different deal. Guy went to get his cell phone, and he plunged off the side. Is that it? Oh, yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, it's that. Look, death plunge. Haunting final moments of man before he plunged 330 feet to his death in front of his girlfriend while he was retrieving his cell phone. Yeah, this story was August 22nd, so it was last week. And let me see. Scroll up. Scroll. No. Let me read the story. I Fester, get your hands off the mouse.
All right. Scroll up is to the top of the page. Scroll down is further down.
Okay.
You gotta get that right. You said
so scroll down to go up.
Yeah, that always confuses me.
Yeah, scroll down on the page. Scroll down.
Where the hell did this happen? The horrific incident happened when the 30-year-old man was on a hike with his girlfriend, Sarah Briganti, on the Alternado Trail in the town of Rotzko in the province of Vicenza, Italy. All right, so this was Italy. And the guy, dropped his phone, and he went, to find the phone, and then he went right over the edge to when he was trying to grab his cell phone. Just let it go. You can get a new cell phone. You obviously can't get a new body and head.
The cloud's got all your data. You're good.
Yeah, that is nuts.
Oh, no. I dropped my cell phone.
All right, Fester, knock it off.
Are you kidding me? There's a whole
line
of jokes here.
What's going on in Pinellas Park? I'm telling you. We have this whole litany of Pinellas Park stories. We have the overnight Ferrari crash. Happened late last night, 9:45 p.m. So you got a big Ferrari crash where two people didn't make it in a Ferrari. They crossed the center line, the median, then crashed into an oncoming car. I mean, I haven't seen any full investigative report yet because it's going to be a while, but I'm guessing that these guys were flying in a Ferrari, and roads were wet last night, right? The roads were slick. I mean, we had thunder showers all night long. So even the photos look like the roads are wet. Seems like they might have been going high speed, lots of horsepower, lots of torque. Lost control of this, looked like a red Ferrari. And boom, you got two guys that are no longer with us.
Ugh.
And you wonder if they're driving an expensive Ferrari, is it somebody of note, here in the Tampa Bay area? What are you snorting at?
I was not the snorter.
Somebody just snorted.
I was not the snorter.
Froggy, did you just snort?
That was just an accident, I swear.
No need to snort.
I know when I see fancy cars, I'm like, I wonder if that's a person of note.
I don't know.
Dude, coming out of my neighborhood, somebody rolls out of Avila in that ridiculous looking Rolls Royce SUV, and I'm like, ooh, that must be a person of note.
I saw John Cena driving around a couple months ago
in a Kia. And I'm like, look at John, he's a person of note.
No, it was in a $500,000 car.
I don't get the Rolls Royce SUV.
Me neither.
I don't get the Bentley SUV. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm not really a fan of either car, But, listen, if you want a performance SUV, man, the X5 or X5M, I mean, you talk about an SUV that'll run circles around those other vehicles performance-wise. I mean, for like half the price.
If BMW would just put a little drunk angel on the front hood.
Oh, speaking of drunk,
Oh.
well, I was talking about Pinellas Park. So this dude is pulled over in Pinellas Park for speeding, and he said to the cops, look, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm drunk.
Oh, he just got it out of the way.
Most are like, you have anything to drink, sir? Oh, I had a beer or two, and of course it's like 8 times that, 10 times that, 15 times that. So this guy in Pinellas Park made it a whole lot easier for the cops, for the deputies. And this was Sunday morning, according to the arrest report. This is the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. One Andrew Joseph Beck, 27 years old, was pulled over at 2:22 in the morning for reportedly speeding and weaving and swerving and all over the road. He's driving recklessly. He almost smacked into a barrier in the median of the road. They paced him. They had him going 47 in a 35. So when the cops finally were able to pull this guy over, he said, quote, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm drunk.
I've had a couple of
Thank you for making this investigation very easy.
awesome.
And he did show signs of inebriation. His eyes were all watery and glassy. He could not stand up straight. He did not do very well on the field sobriety test.
Well, they didn't even need to give it to him
Yeah,
because he
for
just
real.
confessed.
No, you need to still give it to him.
No,
He's
you
like,
got to do the field sobriety test, get that on video. You need to get him to blow. And he did all right. He wasn't lying about being drunk.
I'm telling you, I'm drunk.
With his 2 blows, he blew a .282 and a .272, which is over 3 times the legal limit. And this guy got a nice little ride to the Pinellas County Jail where he was checked in and booked for DUI.
Idiot.
Stupid.
I'm guessing that it's going to be tough to go to court and plead not guilty at this point. When you tell the cops at the scene, look, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm drunk.
Case closed.
I don't think you're going to go to court and tell the judge that, you know what, I wasn't drunk. So Judge, I'm going to lie to you. Judge, I am going to lie to you. I was not drunk.
I was just joking around.
So if a judge had a DUI himself or herself, right?
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Happens occasionally.
Would they have to recuse themselves from other DUI cases?
That's an interesting case.
Huh.
I don't know.
A lot of recusals going on these days as well.
I've only heard about this, but if a drug, once in a while you hear about a judge getting pulled over. You know who I am? I'm in traffic court.
Or that judge over in Orlando that was like cursing people out in court.
Yeah.
You bleeping idiot, you F-bomb idiot, and all that stuff.
I don't have a problem with that judge as much as I do drunk judges, but
anyway.
you have to recuse yourself.
We got to continue because guess what? I got another Pinellas Park story, and we got a bra surprise. You ready for the bra surprise?
All right.
We've got, hey, kids, it's time for bra surprise.
What you got in that bra?
I'm surprised half the people in Pinellas Park wear bras.
And then you saw the toaster incident, right?
No.
We have a toaster incident. This is crazy, man. Florida, baby. All right, so we've got a bra surprise in Pinellas Park, and it's another traffic stop deal. So a surprise bra situation. And then the toaster story. Hang on. I don't know how you tune out if I'm talking about a bra surprise and a toaster problem. How the hell do you tune out of that? I don't know. All right, hold on. We'll get to all that coming up in just a bit here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey, it's very... o'clock exactly at the MJ Morning Show. Oh, yeah, Roxanne is out of the room right now, but Roxanne has reminded me about a dozen times over the weekend and already this morning that our worlds have collided on multiple levels over the last couple of days. So I know Fester's giving me a look. Fester's giving me a face.
I don't know who
I'm getting the Fester face.
I'm
getting the Mr. Yuck, Mr. Sour face over here from Fester.
It's called a funja face.
I'm getting the funja. That's right.
My grandmother used to say.
The funja face.
Michael, what's with the funja face?
I don't know who has the short end of the stick on that one.
Yeah.
Would I want to intersect lives with MJ, or would I want to intersect lives with Roxanne, or neither?
No, she's not in the room. I don't know where the hell she is. But Rox, MJ, intersect. I'm just making a note so I don't forget, because I really can't talk about it unless she's in the room, and she's not in the room. All right, 2 items I teased. Are you ready for the bra surprise?
In Pinellas Park.
Yes. I mean, there is a lot going on in Pinellas Park. I don't know what is going on in Pinellas Park. So just a few moments ago, in the last segment, we were doing some morons in the news stories, and I was telling everyone about this guy that got pulled over by the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. And this guy says, "I'm not going to lie to you, I'm drunk." And this guy was drunk. He blew like a point. What did he blow? He blew 2 times. He blew
2.7 and a 2.8.
Yeah, he blew a .282 and a .272. And when the deputies pulled him over, he said, "I'm not going to lie to you, I'm drunk." All right, so that was one story this morning. Then another Pinellas Park story. A woman was arrested over the weekend. This is in Largo, so she's a Pinellas Park woman, and then she makes it to our other favorite spot for stories. She makes her way to Largo, where Largo cops pulled her over for driving with 3 times the legal limit of alcohol in her body. And guess what? Here's where we happen to have the bra surprise. So guess what was in this lady's bra? A squirrel. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm Brian Fellow. No.
You'll bite her nipple off.
No. So inside her bra, you know what? If you have this inside your bra, driving around drunk with 3 times the legal limit of alcohol in your blood, that's no way to go through life, ma'am. Yeah, she had a bag of cocaine in her bra.
Oh, no.
Yeah. According to the Largo PD, the narrative in the arrest report, Largo police, they saw this van just swerving and weaving all over East Bay. So she's just, this is actual audio from the body cam. Yeah. It's very, very repetitive, by the way. Yeah. All right, so they see this lady, she's swerving. She's in a van, and she's swerving between lanes on East Bay. And this is 10:43 at night, Saturday night, and they pull her over. It's Tiffany Lynn Novak. She's 33 years old, and right away, boom, the classic signs of being drunk. She's impaired. She's got the glassy eyes going on. She's slurring her speech. Roxanne, you do that well. Can you slur a little bit?
I swear I don't have anything on me. Hold on. Let me find my Coke. I put it here somewhere. Is it
under
in my
your boob,
panties?
ma'am.
Oh, here it is.
Look under your boob, ma'am. Step away from your boob.
I'm sorry.
They smelled a very strong odor of alcohol coming off of the person, and the report says that the smell of alcohol got stronger as she spoke to them. So as she's speaking, she's exhaling, and they're just getting blasted with...
What's the problem, officer?
They light a match and it's
Excuse me. Hey, Jerry, I'm going to have a smoke. Oh, don't do that.
they don't have to do a breathalyzer. They can just light a match.
And of course, this is the best. The cops love this. When you are like wobbly, you are absolutely blitzed. I mean, you are schnit-faced, right? Cops love it when you try to say, "Oh, I haven't had anything to drink." I mean, come on. They weren't born yesterday.
Nope, nothing.
Even a 6-year-old kid can tell if somebody's sloshed. So she lies. She says, "Oh, I haven't had anything to drink." They give her the field sobriety test, and then a lot of times, some of these folks are so poor in the decision-making process because they're drunk. They're like, "Oh yeah, I'm not drunk. I haven't had anything to drink. Sure, I'll do the field sobriety tests." So she apparently failed the field sobriety tests, gave 2 breath samples, and those tested at a .225 and a .232. And then, guess what? They found a little baggie with white powder, a trace amount of white powder all jammed in her bra.
Okay, so she didn't have like a brick of cocaine.
Well, listen, if she had a baggie shoved in her bra and there are just trace amounts of white powder, which, by the way, it was stuck to her left breast.
Oh.
This
so-
is some very thorough reporting.
Under her bra.
Very vivid.
Very good reporting.
So boob sweat had the little baggie all stuck to her breast, and she claims she didn't know what it was or how it got there.
Well, she probably didn't.
Right. So
So
listen to
drunk.
this. Here's from the police narrative here, from the Largo police report. Quote, "When I told her that it was literally stuck to her own skin, she stated that it was not hers and that a friend gave it to her to hold." All right, that is the other
You know,
one.
she should have said she didn't, that a friend gave it to her and told her it was a pasty. If it was stuck to her boob, right?
Yeah, here's
Here,
this.
cover your
Here's
nips up
this
with this.
cocaine pasty.
Here's a Ziploc sandwich bag.
The hottest thing in Medellin right now. Yeah.
Is headaches goodies powder? I have
But-
a migraine.
But hang on a sec. And listen, I don't know what the facts of the case are, but if you find a little baggie under a bra stuck to a woman's boob and most of the coke is gone and there are just trace amounts, what's a safe bet as to where that coke went? Can somebody do it via a sound effect, possibly?
Froggy, you have the most talented organ in this capacity.
The nose is not an organ, Fester.
Well, what is a nose?
It's not
It
an
is
organ.
it is
A nose
too.
is an organ?
It's not
What?
your nose is not an organ.
It's not.
It's
It's
a
an,
probo-
it's an
proboscis.
orifice.
Yeah, I'm going with orifice.
I'm going with an organ orifice.
It's a
Mine's the biggest organ on my body.
It's a protuberance in vertebrates.
Mine's a protuberance. It has been for years.
It is.
Yeah, how's
it's
Roxanne
it's
saying?
protuberating all over the place.
Yeah,
So,
it went
yeah.
right up her tutor.
If you find a bag of cocaine that is mostly empty with some residue, and I don't know if that's the case with this woman, but I think it's a safe bet that that coke might have gotten snorted right up the schnoz, is what I'm guessing. So if you're drunk and maybe you're coked, maybe that's why you're all blasting alcohol into the cops' faces and then swerving all over East Bay is what I'm thinking. So,
Can you inject coke?
I
I think you can inject anything.
exactly.
don't know.
Mainline it.
I don't know
Yeah.
that we want this to turn into the how to do drugs hour, but
You're saying maybe she injected it.
Maybe she ate
Anyway,
it.
she was booked into the Pinellas County Jail driving under the influence with a BAC over a .15, possession of cocaine, and guess what? Upon doing the records check on her, she's also awaiting trial on an aggravated battery charge. So it just seems like this young woman, this 33-year-old Tiffany Lynn Novak,
is a good time.
it seems like that she's just a fine Pinellas Park citizen driving through the hamlet of Largo.
Good for you, Tiff.
Are you ready for the toaster story? How does a toaster oven end up with people getting bitten, choked, and getting into a big old argument?
That's some real kinky stuff when you bring a toaster oven into.
Other side of the state, by the way, folks. Flagler County, we've got a guy under arrest. Cops say that he tried to choke one of his relatives because they had an argument over a toaster oven.
Like the settings on the toaster oven.
Did he use the cord?
Yeah, the light dark knob. Yeah.
You know what? You guys are making jokes.
What?
We have a countertop toaster oven with the 2 slots on it, and it's the wider one for a bagel. And my wife has her setting for perfect toast.
Mm-hmm.
And my idea of perfect toast is just a skosh higher. But I make toast like once for every 20 times she makes it. pisses her off to no end when I adjust her setting. It's never resulted in violence, but it's
No toast wars?
yet.
Well, we had a fight over the toaster oven here, and the argument apparently escalated into an absolute total fight. And one of the individuals knocked the victim over and punched him, bit him on the neck, then wrapped his arms around the family member's throat to choke him. Man, this is like
UFC.
This is like UFC or, a rough WWE match here.
Yeah, brother, I'm going to choke you.
What are you going?
What happened?
Fester.
I've just saw a detail in this story that I have.
I've just saw?
Yeah.
That's some good damn English right there, Pally.
So I done seen a detail in this story that I've never thought of before.
What is that?
What the argument's over.
What?
Well, I'm about to get to all.
I
Well,
know.
all right, go ahead.
The dude used the toaster to light a cigarette.
To light this.
Oh,
I would
that's
never
so
have
gross.
thought of that.
All right.
You use the oven for that.
Stick your head in a gas oven to light your cigarette.
No, the burner maybe.
That's what started the whole story. Is the guy tried to use the toaster oven, put the thing on high, and I guess started the toaster oven to light a cigarette.
He's done that before, it sounds like, when the wife wasn't around.
Yeah, I don't think this is the first time to try to do that. Is that crazy?
Just get a lighter, sir.
I mean, you don't have an extra lighter? Don't you have like a junk drawer or
You don't have a
something?
Bic laying around?
Come on, flick my Bic, will you please?
I mean, what's going on?
So, fearing for the victim's life, a woman then grabbed a knife in the kitchen and stabbed Buckley in the back to try to get him to let go of the other man.
What?
My God, this is insane. Anyway, this individual's name is Andrew Buckley. He's 29 years old. He has a history of domestic violence. And that's got to be one of the most rednecky things you could possibly do, is trying to light your cigarette in a toaster oven.
Yeah, buddy.
I would never have thought of that.
I need a smoke bad.
Tell you what, if you got to get your nicotine fix, if you need to light up that little cancer stick, I'm sure you could think of all kinds of ways. Maybe even getting outside with a magnifying glass and holding it up to the sun.
Rub your thighs together for about 30 minutes, sweetheart. I'm going to get some sparks.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So, toaster ovens, stabbings, chokeholds, lighting cigarettes in your toaster oven.
Let's bail this guy out.
Man, I'm not bailing the guy out.
Ingenuity.
Yeah, last we saw, he's still being held.
Resourcefulness.
Well, I'm sorry, everyone's talking at the same time.
Resourceful.
Okay. All right, so there we go. I think that ends the early chunk of the morons in the news here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. All right, when we get back, we have, Froggy told me Froggy told me when we get back that he wants to discuss some things that he saw on my Instagram. So, okay.
I think it needs to be.
Okay, Froggy wants to address my Instagram feed from, I guess, the weekend. All right, Froggy, hang on. I'll give you your time in the sun. That'll. Oh, I ran into a guy. The guy's got to. Well, we can do the math. So, how many years ago is 1995, Fester? So, 2022.
27,
28 years ago? Yeah, 27
Yeah, it depends when. what
I
part of
ran
year.
into a guy that I haven't seen since 1995, and when I last saw him, he was 8 years old and knocked on my door. All right, this is weird. This is strange. Hang on. That and a whole lot more. Oh, the Tom Brady little presser yesterday. Hey, I'm a 45-year-old guy. I've got a lot of bleep going on in my life. All right, we got a lot of stuff going on in our lives next as we launch the long chunk of the MJ Morning Show next here on Q105. Don't move. On Q105, one of my favorite artists of all time is Prince. Prince, why'd you have to do it? Prince, why'd you have to OD on the fentanyl in the elevator?
Sorry.
Remember, even one of his songs has the elevator gonna break us down. Oh no,
yeah.
let's go. Is that the lyric? I don't even know if I know the lyric.
Elevator trying to break this down. What
Right.
was that? Yeah, that was foreshadowing. Wow, that
Did
was
Prince
ominous.
sound like Michael Jackson? Was he like, hello, I'm Prince?
That's Let's Go Crazy, right? Let's go crazy. The elevator gonna break us down. Oh no,
Are we
let's
going to
go.
let the elevator bring us down?
bring
no,
us.
let's
oh,
go.
okay.
Yeah.
Let the elevator bring us down. Oh no, let's go.
Ugh,
And
yeah.
of course, he was brought down in an elevator. Prince was found OD'd and deceased in the elevator inside of Paisley Park, his home and recording studio just outside of Minneapolis. So let the elevator bring us down. Oh no, let's go. And that's kind of weird.
I thought it was like, hope the elevator don't fall. I'm on fentanyl. I'm gonna die. I thought it was like that.
All right, Froggy, please, can you just control yourself, please?
Oh no, overdose. Oh no, Mike wasn't.
You know what?
Oh no, OD.
Guys, stop! What's wrong with you guys? Hey,
Going crazy.
for all of the students that are listening right now, you know, my wife Michelle, when she saw this last night, she's like, "Told you so." Apparently, students, and this is important. I'm gonna do this early now because you have a lot of kids getting ready for school. You got folks on the way to school this morning. Students who take notes by hand have a higher GPA, and they remember more than those who type on digital devices. And my wife, Michelle, she's been yelling at me about this for years because I used to keep a spiral notebook. I had just an old loose leaf college ruled spiral notebook.
A mead?
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
I think it was a mead.
It was like an idea book or a show segment book.
Yeah,
or,
we should
used-
all have one of those.
I used to go to like Office Depot or Staples or whatever, and I would just buy like a stack of these because I'd go through them pretty quickly.
What would they say at Staples when you said, do you guys have notebooks?
No, only Staples. Sorry.
I thought you said, yep, we got that.
Oh.
Come on, I don't way to blow my joke.
Sorry.
It wasn't that good.
Sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You know.
No, but there was a time. Remember, I used to walk in with my notebook.
Yeah.
And I used to have the show day. So like on the top of the notebook, I would just scribble, my header would be, for instance, Monday, August 29th, 2022.
You're a number date writer. Yeah, you scribble a. MJ has the worst handwriting of any human I've
Yeah,
ever met.
it's pretty bad.
I mean,
I like it, but
I would like for MJ to write a note and just put that on your Instagram to let listeners appreciate for all the relative intelligence I think you have in some capacity. You are the worst writer.
penmanship is not your strength.
I've looked at things you've written down and I'm like, I'm out. I have no idea what he's writing. here.
Sometimes I can't even read my own writing.
Often you can't read your own writing.
So, but
Well, hey, Fester, how about the fact that doctors are notorious for having bad writing? That's an old...
Yeah, but they're in
They
the middle
write
of
scripts
surgeries.
every
and they're-
day.
Yeah.
it's like MJ part-time teaches a class at medical school. Okay, guys, this is how you really screw up the English language.
It's like you got the yips while you're writing.
I've got the-
Like Michael Jackson or Michael J. Fox trying to sign his name.
You know what? Will you stop it?
That
What
was
is
bad.
wrong with-
Sorry.
Dude, first Prince and that...
Sorry, that was bad.
Froggy.
I'm gonna put you and Fester in timeout for the rest of the damn show. It's gonna be the Roxanne and MJ show today.
What? Roxanne gets top billing over you?
I'm sorry, it'll be the MJ and Roxanne show.
No, it's the Roxanne
guys,
and MJ show.
Not according to
Hey,
Ted.
listen, guys. I'm not giving out any little secrets or tips here, but it could be the Roxanne show coming up. I'm just thinking out loud here.
A lot of morons in the news coming up.
It is possible that it could be the Roxanne show.
No.
Horoscopes coming up again next.
Listen, just like I got a lot of things going on. I got a lot of things
Okay,
that I'm
Tom
considering.
Brady.
Well, I was good. Hey, listen. Tom Brady's a 45-year-old guy. He's got a lot of bleep going on.
Yeah.
Hey, do we have that audio bite? Hey,
Wait, he literally said that?
did we pull that bite? Do you have it?
Isn't he used to it? He's been doing it for 25 years.
Yeah, but he has a lot of other stuff going on.
Well, then stop doing everything.
Listen, at the presser, you have the last preseason game. I'll get back to the writing in a second, but since you brought it up, Let me finish with the writing. Then,
Yes,
we'll go back. We'll go back to Tom Brady because we do have the audio of that. No, but Michelle, she loves to. I told you so. I told you so. You wouldn't listen to me. I told you so. Hang on. Let me.
I always remember stuff better that I write down.
Yeah.
Well, that's the point.
And it's just like gets your creative juices going when you write stuff versus.
I do find myself
key it in.
rather juicy when I write. Very juicy.
You're a juicy guy.
I had heard this about students where the schools.
Hello.
Hey, all right, I'm going to give you again the chance to say, I told you so. I've been telling you this for years. And of course, you saw the item in my pile last night, and it's the fact that students who take notes by hand have higher GPAs and remember more than those who type on digital devices.
Told you so.
Well,
How long have you been telling me that I need to stop making my notes in a Word document and print it out and go back to my old notebook? How long have you been telling me that?
Since you started doing that.
Yeah, and how long? That's been a long time that I started doing it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I gave up the notebook.
Yep.
So you think I should go back to the notebook?
Yep.
A recent poll asked 2,000 parents whether or not they've noticed a preference for digital or analog studying habits in their children between 6 and 18. Although typing, 34%, proved slightly more popular than handwriting at 30%. The latter group had a higher median GPA than the overall average. And listen, I know that we talked about this because Chloe's high school, they issued the kids Apple. They weren't. Were they
Like iPads or something?
Well,
or iPad minis, or-
they were the cheap MacBook. Whatever is that called? I'm not an Apple.
It's called the crap book.
Well, they handed them like the cheaper version of the Apple laptop, and we had this conversation because there have been numerous studies that kids do better with handwritten notes, and here's another study that says that kids do better. Michelle, everything you've read is what? That it's ingrained better? Explain it.
Yeah, there's something about the act of actually writing that, word or that thought or that sentence or those notes out that it just implants in your brain better. You're thinking about what you're writing. You're making, and also they say you should write in cursive too.
I
Oh,
can't
that's
write in
interesting.
cursive. I can barely print, let alone write. Have you ever seen me write in script or cursive?
No.
script.
Yeah,
That's what's good, script.
It's called script or cursive.
Oh, okay.
They're
I thought it was
interchangeable.
just printing.
No,
No.
printing is when you write like print.
Oh, you're calling cursive script. What are you? What year is this?
That's
What are
the-
you, in the medieval times?
They're interchangeable terms.
Where's my ink pen and ink?
dude, they're interchangeable.
I don't like it.
Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's
Say
not a
cursive.
thing.
Say cursive. Thank you, Michelle, for agreeing.
Are you? Michelle's laughing
She's
over
not
here.
agreeing. She's mocking you.
All right, Michelle. Once
Well,
again, darn, you're right again. Drats, you're right again.
I'm always right.
Yes, you are. Michelle, you know what? I read something along those same lines a while back that if you're going, they did a study, if you're going into a meeting and you type out notes on your phone or you're texting a lot on your phone before you go in the meeting, you have less confidence in the meeting than the person who was scribbling things down.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Michelle. Well, go ahead. Let's say the last thing you want to say.
I don't go anywhere without a notebook. You know that.
Me neither.
All right, so you think I should go back to keeping the notebook instead of doing my notes in a Word document?
You need to write everything down.
Okay. All right. Well, while I still have you on the phone,
What?
who invited us out to dinner on Friday night and we could not go because your parents were still in town until early Saturday morning?
The weatherman.
That's correct.
The weatherman.
The weatherman invited us to go
Dennis
to
Phillips?
What?
Dennis Phillips?
It was not Dennis Phillips. Name another weather guy in town.
Steve Jervy?
It was not Steve Jervy.
Oh.
Keep
Skizzy
going.
Flipowitz?
Skizzy Flipowitz. That's also incorrect.
Froggy.
Goldie Showers?
All right.
No.
She's the best.
No.
The best.
All right. So,
Sounds
Oh,
like a fun-
Delgado.
Fun bunch you guys have.
yes, of course. So Paul Delgado invites us to dinner on Friday night.
Did you ask for a rain check?
What are you, a comedian
Oh, that
over
was
here?
a zinger.
No.
What are you, a comedian?
Are you trying to be funny?
We couldn't go to dinner on Friday night because Michelle's parents were still in town. And I tell you know what sucks? I look forward to like getting a little bit of sleep and sleeping in on Saturday and Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
They had a 6 a.m. Breeze flight. They wanted to be at the airport at 4:30.
Oh,
So
Uber it up.
Michelle, what are you laughing at?
Because it's funny.
Really?
It's hilarious.
I
So-
told you didn't have to go.
We had to get up. We had to get up earlier to take her parents to the airport to Tampa International on Saturday morning, earlier than I get up when I do this morning show.
Why did you have to go?
I'm not making Michelle take her parents to the airport by herself at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, because
Dangerous.
the airport's not a secure environment with like thousands of law enforcement personnel.
I think they wanted to be the first one in line checking their bag at the Breeze counter, which Breeze is the same guy that started JetBlue years ago. He started Breeze. So they were on a Breeze flight. So we couldn't go to dinner. But, hey, Michelle, I don't know if I told you this.
What?
Guess who took our place at dinner? Because Paul Delgado, he had a 6-top.
Oh, no.
Guess.
Oh, no.
So,
Oh,
so,
no is right.
so we were out. Guess who took our place?
I don't know.
What,
Guess.
some other weatherman? Charlie
Yeah.
Belcher?
I mean, what am I? It's like an infinite, possibility.
Hold on,
right?
Michelle. I will narrow it down from the 7 billion people on the planet.
That'd be 7.5 billion, I
Fester-
believe.
Fester and Allison.
Okay,
Close.
No.
hold on. No.
Do you think
So,
Fester would
yeah.
ever get invited?
Yeah, Paul doesn't even talk to me. Who are the other two in the room?
Roxanne.
Yeah, of
And
course.
Doug.
Of course, Froggy and Kim would never be invited either because
We would turn him down.
yeah,
Roxanne and Dig Dug took our place at dinner with, and this is all part of Roxanne telling me this morning, MJ, our worlds are colliding.
Well, in multiple ways.
And then
That's
Roxanne
like
is
one of three ways.
Then Roxanne's talking about the universe, and so there are 3 ways our worlds have now collided.
Three ways. We're not going to talk about all of them.
Yes, we are.
MJ,
We
understand.
are.
Understand. This is like Paul Delgado walking into Winn-Dixie and then being out of Dr. Pepper, and he has to buy Dr. Check.
Okay.
That's
No,
what this is
listen,
like. Oh,
listen.
MJ couldn't make it. Oh, I guess invite
No,
Roxanne.
you need to stop right now.
Oh.
Because this is
I am
what
not-
happened.
I am not Dr. Check.
No. This is what happened, and I'd explain
You
it
need
'cause
to
then-
know your role and shut your hole.
Do not compare me to a generic soda.
Go ahead.
So then we run into MJ. We'll get into that later, but on Saturday.
Finish with the Friday night story first.
And so you told Doug when you saw him,
Right.
oh yeah, I was invited to that. You guys were the second choice. So then he's looking at me. He goes, "We were the second choice."
Oh,
I'm
he
like,
didn't- he didn't know that?
No. I go, it's not like that. Paul and MJ are friends. I am not friends with. I like Paul. I've known Paul over the
Right.
years, but we don't have
Right.
each other's phone
But-
numbers. Ricky and I are friends.
Here's where things get interesting.
Even stranger.
This is where it gets even stranger. All right, so Paul Delgado, we've been friends with Paul and Marianne, Paul, the chief meteorologist at Fox 13. We've been friends with Paul for 25 plus years.
Was Mason and Pat not available?
All right, hang on.
Come on, Paul.
So-
what are you doing?
Paul invites us to dinner, and it's with his buddy Ricky. Ricky is an OBGYN, and I've known Ricky. I've met Ricky. We've
You've
been out.
met him, but it's not like you and Ricky are
but
friends,
we're-
like you
yeah,
text each other.
Yeah, we're not friends per se, but we've been out with Ricky at certain events with Paul numerous times over the years. So I've met Ricky. So it turns out that they still have 2 spots at the table because Michelle and I couldn't make it. This was dinner at Ocean Prime, right? So Roxanne is invited by Ricky because you're friends with Ricky, your OBGYN.
Yes, he delivered our babies.
All right, so wait a minute. Isn't that kind of weird?
No, it is not weird.
You're going to have medium rare steaks, and you're sitting across from a guy that's been all up and through you.
No, it's not weird at all. What is he not supposed to have friends?
Hold up, medium rare steaks. You wish they're at Ocean Prime.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying it was probably a seafood platter.
Oh, Fester.
Fest.
All right, I just dumped that.
I mean,
Are you insane?
They got the appetizer. They got the tower appetizers.
Shut up! Shut up! I just dumped that.
You're there with Paul and your
My
doc.
God, I just dumped the shut. All right, I'm turning. Go, leave, go.
Fine.
I just
Fester,
bleed.
are you
Go.
nuts?
Okay, so
I just dumped that. Look at him. He's all beating with
Okay.
sweat all over his forehead.
Get out. No,
All right.
no more.
He's so
no
hot.
more.
All right, can you behave yourself?
No, he
Oh,
can't.
you drooled.
So listen.
He festers out.
Okay, this is not like a insult to me or that we were second choice. This would be like if me and Doug and
That'd be Doug and I.
I'm sorry, Doug and I and Froggy and Kim were going to dinner, and I had a 6-top, and then I'm like, I'm gonna invite Aubrey and Yo, and Froggy and Kim know Aubrey and Yo. They don't know him like I
Aubrey
do.
and Yo?
Yes.
Who the hell is Yo?
That's his name.
Anyway, listen, I
So
don't want
listen,
to
then
get
I
too.
said they can't come. So then Froggy says I'm going to invite Corey and Amelia, and they come and they shouldn't feel jilted because they're his friends.
So
I
you're-
gave him the
all right,
I gave him the
enough,
baton.
All right, enough. All right, so Dig Dug, your fiance, you didn't tell him that you guys were sloppy seconds and that we couldn't go?
I'm not going to answer this question because you're referring to me in a very inappropriate way.
I'm
We were
sorry.
not the sloppy seconds.
Yeah, that's very
Ricky,
wait a second.
inappropriate.
Ricky and I have been trying to get together with Ricky and Christy and
But wait
me
a
and
minute.
Doug.
Wait a minute. If I did not say we couldn't go to dinner on Friday night, you wouldn't have been there. The fact that we couldn't go, then you were invited. So
Yeah,
how does that not make you sloppy seconds?
Does that make you happy, MJ?
No, it doesn't.
We were invited by Ricky. It's not like there's
after
a
we couldn't go.
There's not a leaderboard. It's not like we're going to go down this list.
It sounds like MJ's a little jealous. Little jealousy.
Yeah, are you worried about the conversation? Guess what? I got news for you.
Yeah.
This Friday, me, Paul, Marianne, Ricky, we're all getting together.
That's fine.
Without you.
Michelle's going to be in Scotland.
First choice.
Hey,
I'm just kidding.
Michelle, can you believe that you're leaving for Scotland tomorrow to take our daughter to college for a year?
No.
This is nuts. I'm going to let you go now, Michelle. And yes, I'll go.
right.
I'll go back to the Notebook. I think you're right. The Notebook is better. All right, I got to go to Staples or Office Depot. What's the one that does?
I think I
What's
have
the one that doesn't exist anymore?
Notebooks. I think I have some notebooks.
Oh, you have some?
Office
Yeah.
Max?
Office Depot.
Office Mac. Well,
I don't know. Are they
No,
still
it's
around?
Office Depot.
Office Depot, Office Mac,
No,
Staples.
it's Office Depot.
That's the one that's not around anymore?
No, Office Depot is the one you're going to go to if we don't have them here.
Oh, okay, whatever. All right. So Michelle leaves for Scotland tomorrow because Chloe is doing a whole year. Her whole junior year, she's doing at St. Andrews. So Michelle's going to bring her over instead of just throwing her on her plane and say, okay. But, you know, she's pretty capable. We probably could have just thrown her on a plane and said, okay.
Yeah, she's not like a baby.
Yeah, Michelle was waiting for you to figure that part out. She's like,
Hey.
I booked the ticket.
Hey, I tell you what you do have to figure out. You've got to figure out her cell phone situation. I think she needs to find a local cell store over there and get a SIM card and do some
Yes.
kind of a plan for the year because,
Yes.
all right.
It's all the school tells you there's a store in town where you go and do that thing.
Okay, very good. All right.
Michelle, did MJ tell you what's going to happen to Chloe over there? It's a good thing. What I said.
What?
Oh,
She's going
Roxanne said she's going to meet like a prince or
to
something.
like a baron. That's where
A baron, yeah, baron.
What do you think? Prince and barons just running around Scotland?
Yeah, they are. That school, yes. For
At that,
real.
at that school, yes.
Yeah, you know what else is running around Scotland? Raging alcoholics, okay? So, that's-
Oh, wait a minute.
50-50.
Fester's
yeah,
back.
I'm back. All right. So,
Fester's back.
She has a boyfriend.
yeah.
So.
yeah, if she comes back with like some heavy Scottish accent,
Nice
Oh
to
my
meet
gosh.
you, Mr. Snit.
oh,
She's already walking around the house for the last like 2. She won't stop with the Scottish accent.
Sounds like the janitor on The Simpsons.
Oh
Gives me a
my,
headache.
oh my God. All right, Michelle, talk to you later.
All right.
Bye-bye. Hey, Tom Brady here quickly. This is the audio of Tom Brady, and he was trying to explain his absence. And this was why he was gone during the first 2 games of preseason, and this is what Tom Brady said yesterday.
It's all personal, everyone's got different situations they're dealing with, so we all have really unique challenges to our life, and, I'm 45 years old, man. There's a lot of shit going on, so, you just gotta try to figure out life the best you can, and, it's a continuous process, so.
I said yesterday, that was what, Saturday?
Literally, I'm starting a manure business, Brady Manure.
So he drops the S-bomb. Look at that. We had to bleep it out.
It's all personal, everyone's got different situations they're dealing with, so we all have really unique challenges to our life, and, I'm 45 years old, man. There's a lot of shit going on. So
45-year-olds, man, there's a lot of bleep going on.
Do you understand his tone when he's saying that? It's like he's about to be foreclosed on. His car is about to be repossessed. He just got diagnosed with some like awful disease.
I tell you what, hey, Tom, let me give you some advice. When you take on that $375 million Fox NFL contract, you better like juice up your personality a little bit. You better, because it sounds like he's like down and out. It sounds like he's all depressed that he's not like, worth $300 million or something,
So we got a football game going on here, and the ball is the ball's brown.
Yeah,
it's always been brown.
So, Froggy, are you doing what Tom Brady would sound like doing commentary on Fox?
So there's a pass, and then the ball's in the air, and that guy, it's in that guy's hands right now, and he just got tackled.
Listen, I'm kind of just depressed sounding right now because I got a lot of bleep going on, man.
I'm really not having a good day, guys.
I got a lot of schnit going on over here.
This is what happens when you have a middle-aged guy as a quarterback, because usually they've retired by then, and middle age is when sleep starts to happen.
All right, listen, I know that the preseason doesn't really mean a whole lot, but the Bucs lost every single game. Even though the preseason kind of blows and sucks, and most people hate preseason, you still kind of want to see a couple of wins.
It doesn't matter.
I know.
It
doesn't. I know.
It doesn't. I want to see a win this weekend. Who's the first game against?
Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, yeah. Beat the Cowboys.
No, it's not this weekend. It is 2 weekends from now, isn't it?
It's not.
Hold on. Look it up. Look up. Yeah, Fester's not Mr. NFL over here. Schedule or whatever. Yeah, I believe it's 2 weekends. What do we have? We got it's going to be the Bucs at Dallas. So the Bucs are not playing the first game here.
We look this up.
So that's preseason still.
The 11th.
Yeah, so it's the 11th. Yeah, so it's not this weekend. It's 2 weekends from now.
So there's no football on Labor Day weekend? No NFL football?
No, Labor Day weekend is that's.
Is that this weekend coming up, right?
Yeah, this weekend.
Tom Brady here, and no,
Tom Brady. I just checked the calendar. I have a lot of bleep going on.
This is Tom Brady on Fox.
So he should handle that press conference.
This is the NFL on Fox. I got a lot of schnit going on.
He's gonna need a little media
coaching. Doesn't he sound so depressed about his life?
It's gonna be hard. I have $400 million.
I gotta be honest. At that presser, it sounds like he was gonna jump off the Skyway or something.
Like Bud Dwyer. Remember?
Guys, I'm 45. I got a lot of stuff going on. Oh God, my life is terrible.
All right, I know Froggy wants to bust on me on my Instagram. We'll do that in a minute though, because I promised that I'd do something at 7:45. And it's now 7:48. So let's deal with this right now. 7:48. I'm running just 3 minutes late, which is very good for me. I teased this over the weekend, like coming up Monday morning on the MJ Morning Show. Signs that your partner is cheating on you. Hey, Andrew, can I hear the actual teaser that I recorded and we played over the weekend? Let me know when you have it. Just give me a thumbs up. I just want to make sure that I want to make sure that I pay this promo off properly. All right, hit it. Go ahead and hit it. Okay. Surefire ways that your partner is cheating. 7:45 Monday morning. There you go. All right. So here we are, 7:48. And surefire ways that your partner is cheating. Now, Roxanne, from a female perspective, I'd like you to pay attention, weigh in. We've got the guy side covered. You've got the female side covered here. But according to a private investigator, these are some of the ways to tell that your partner is cheating. And this is how a private investigator sees it, and he busts cheaters all the time. So you ready? Number one.
Well, I thought you wanted my opinion.
Well, on the things I'm about to give out. Okay, all right, I'll tell you what. Before I even get to the story, give me your opinion.
Go ahead, Rox.
Well,
go ahead. I'm gonna go get a snack. Go ahead.
The first thing, the obvious thing is someone on the campaign trail? Are they trying to...
MJ, if you're going to get a snack, MJ, they just restocked the oatmeal pies by Little Debbie. They're really
Yeah, bring all of us on, please.
All right, go ahead.
If you're on the campaign trail, so that's if, someone's really changing their appearance, stuff like that, working out, etc.
Is that what it's called if you're on the campaign trail?
That's what I call it.
That's what she calls it.
Wait a minute. If you're on the prowl for a new man or woman, that's called you're on the campaign trail?
I just made that. That's my phrase.
Well, what do you call it when
And-
you're running for political office?
I'm picking
Looking
up
for some.
picking up votes. I'm trying to pick up votes in this bar tonight.
And then the other big thing would be if you travel a lot.
That was a very smooth mic. That was a very smooth mic shut off and throat clear.
Oh, MJ, that was really good.
Oh God!
Man, that was Connecticut School of Broadcasting smooth right there.
We're going to try this whole segment the other way, where MJ gives the details out first.
Yeah, how about
and then
that?
we reply.
All right. So,
good idea.
according to this private investigator, these are some surefire ways that your partner is cheating. Number one, lying. If they lie about both big and small things, they might be cheating.
Oh, that's not true. I lie about small things all the time.
Well, but this runs counter to another item that I have where lying to your partner is good for your relationship. So hold on. I got a perfect morph after this. We've got a giant contradiction going on here. All right, so lying. Defensiveness is next. A partner getting excessively defensive is a sign of cheating. Gaslighting is a subtle clue that you're dating a cheater. And of course, gaslighting is when you try to make somebody think they're crazy and that they're wrong about something by, you're constantly trying to belittle them or break them down, and you're trying to gaslight them into thinking they're wrong or they're crazy when they're right. All right, then accusations. If they accuse you of cheating, that's sort of like a projection thing, and they might be the cheater themselves. Lying, defensiveness, gaslighting, accusations, and then finally, the last thing is if they've cheated before. If a partner has a history of cheating, then you might be right to be suspicious.
I like my list better.
These are all things that have been known for a long time,
Yeah.
right?
Nope, these are brand new, Froggy. You shut your hole and know your role.
Okay, Rock.
Is that who said that?
Yeah.
That was the Rock.
Yeah, they all seem pretty obvious. How about like when the guy starts getting in shape or the girl and they get a new haircut?
That's another one. If you change your appearance.
That's what I said.
Start
Yeah.
fake tanning.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
You
a pump installed.
I wish I could see you. I can't even see Froggy's face. So that's why, folks, that's why we talk over each other, because
No, that's not the reason.
We can't see the mouths.
It's like we're blind in this place.
Should I sit like this, way up high?
I can't even see you. I mean,
I wish you would. You're super low.
Part of having a morning show is being able to have facial contact and being able to see people and anticipate facial expressions.
It all comes down to you being too short for radio.
If we got you
No, it
on
doesn't.
MJ, if we got you on an Apple box, just something that if you just like 6 inches higher, you'd see everybody.
A couple of
Guys,
telephone
the
books.
monitors, the studio is like built for anything but a morning show is what the
I
problem
haven't
is.
heard you say that before.
Yeah, you haven't? You missed
No,
that?
it's built for
All
us.
right, so those are like 5 ways that this private investigator says that could be a cheater in the mix. But wait a minute. Then I saw this other item, lying to your partner is good for your relationship. So
I think I've read this story. It's about one particular area of life, though, right?
yeah. So if you and your significant other have like separate credit card accounts or, separate the ways that you do the purchases, for instance, researchers from the University of Connecticut, Indiana University, and Duke University, they found that making secret purchases can actually strengthen relationships, and that some clandestine buys make people feel a little guilty, leading them to spend more time with their partner to make up for the secret spending, according to brand new research in the Journal of Consumer Psychology. There's a journal for everything.
Who subscribes to that?
There's a journal of guy who got his junk caught in a wood chipper.
I have that one.
You should see this.
Do you subscribe to that?
Oh, yeah.
Have
Every
you seen this month's centerfold? Oh man, it
No,
is.
but seriously, there is a journal for everything. In fact, they say 90% of people admit that they haven't been on the level. 90% say
What?
that they've been
90?
untruthful about shopping habits in the past.
Now, here's where it becomes a problem.
Yep.
If you're spending money behind your partner's back to buy gifts for your lover. That's
called Water of the Roses.
That's when it's been taken too far.
All right, wait.
All right, coming up, folks. We got another totally fake phone call with War of the Roses coming up.
Will we find another cheater?
We got
find out in 15.
We got another phone actor from Premier Radio gonna do a War of the Roses phone call coming up here in just a second. How many spots a week we got to pay for that service?
Hey, this is,
I think we found another cheater.
hey, this is Chet.
Hi, Chet.
I won free roses. Oh,
Who do
that's
you want to
awesome.
send them to?
I want to send them to my girlfriend, Amber.
Wait a minute. Aren't you married?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Don't tell Joanne.
Another
no.
one busted.
Oh, no, Joanne. Oh, Joanne, I love you. Oh.
Just wrapping this thing up. So 90% of people say they haven't been totally on the level about recent shopping habits, but they say that you kind of compensate by doing this like little secret shopping and sort of deception, but you make up for it by spending more time and being a little bit closer. So it's the subterfuge that they say actually can lead to a better, stronger relationship. Hence the headline of lying to your partner could make your personal relationship even better.
So Allison doesn't lie about her purchases, but she'll
Purchases.
lie about
Could you?
What?
What was that?
purchases.
Yeah, but you said purchase.
Purchases. I didn't open my mouth on that word.
You're like all mush mouth there.
So
Go ahead.
she doesn't lie about what she buys. Should have said that the first time. But she lies about the amount. Like she rounds everything
Everybody
down.
does that.
She rounds everything down to like the nearest 10 or the nearest 20 or sometimes the nearest 50 or
But
100.
does she pay cash or does she buy on credit? Oh, that's right. You guys don't have credit cards?
We have a debit account. But we have this thing about credit cards.
So you don't have a Visa or a MasterCard?
I have one in case of like a really bleep emergency.
Like a Tom Brady situation?
Yeah, I got
right?
a lot of bleep
Right.
going on.
A lot of bleep going
If I
on.
need a couple of bucks
Right.
really fast. I have a Visa, but I never use it.
What about Allison? Does she have a Visa or a
No,
MasterCard?
well, we've sworn there's
What are you guys off the grid?
no. I read this.
You guys preppers?
I have this apparatus where I have fish. in
You
my
order
back-
you order all the nuclear war emergency seeds from Alex Jones.
All right, listen.
That's right. Buy these seeds. He's going to save your life one
If
day.
you want to talk about the credit cards being the devil, I'll go into that with anybody.
no,
But
please.
listen, I don't think I think credit cards are the worst thing anybody can do. But
Well-
anyway, that's not here nor there. But she'll buy something and I'm like, how much was this? And she's like, oh, it was like $19 and it was like $34. You know, or how much did you spend on this? Oh, it was like just 50, and it was like 120.
You just say the amount that you would have liked to have spent.
Have you ever heard of the 222 rule when it comes to a relationship? This is it. Before I get into other stuff here, other bleep here on the MJ Morning Show, relationship-wise, have you ever heard of the 222 rule? I haven't. I heard this for the first time recently.
I think I sent this to you like a month. Yeah.
I don't think you did.
Okay.
But
What is it? If you know what it is, Roxanne.
yeah, tell us, please.
Okay, I'm just gonna guess. I swear I read this article like 3 months ago.
Okay,
I
wow.
think the two dates a week, 2 times sex a week, 2 times back rubs a week, something like that.
Well, you're close. No back rubs and no sex, but
It's crack.
the 222 rule is that you have a date night every 2 weeks.
Aw.
You have a weekend away every 2 months.
What?
And a week away every 2 years.
How rich are these people?
Okay, hold on. Oh, you take
What, a vacation week every 2 years?
No, without your kids.
No, but a weekend every what? 2 months?
Darling, when we go on our week-long vacation in 2024, you can pick wherever you want to go.
No, the thing that you're leaving out, MJ, is without children. Right?
Is it?
Yeah,
I
so
mean-
it's a week with just your
No,
spouse.
it doesn't say that.
That was the point of it because
But it
everybody takes week-long vacations with their family.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. I thought you meant that if you don't have kids at all,
Yeah.
No.
it means that you take a week away together if you have kids,
Right.
you just leave them at home with a can opener and some Chef Boyardee raviolios.
Yeah, and a cell phone.
Yes.
If I took like the big salad bowl we have and fill it with Captain Crunch and just like put like 2 half gallons of like whole milk in the
How
fridge.
long could you keep your 11-year-old and your 5-year-old at home alone?
Dude, I put it on Netflix and I put on Grizz and the Lemmings on
Right.
Netflix, and Hudson will watch that forever. Ever. He'll fall asleep.
You can leave them for a week?
Have you ever seen Grizz and the Lemmings?
No, I haven't seen Grizz and the Lemmings.
Why would he see that?
It's fantastic.
Grizz and the Lemmings? What the heck is that?
It's the best. It's a Canadian cartoon. It's the best out there. Anyway, but
Do they go all out and about and and all that stuff?
it's like Tom and Jerry has no words.
There's no words?
Like, yeah, a lot of cartoons have it's all,
All right.
all action.
I guess
But
you're right.
my point is, I put a big bowl of Captain Crunch. Kids could make it a weekend.
Crunch berries.
Ugh.
So
I tried to convince my wife that crunch berries are real fruit. And
Yes,
they were-
Roxanne.
do you do that with Michelle? Do you check those twos?
They
Yeah.
go away every weekend.
Right?
We don't go away every weekend.
But what is it? It's a date every 2 weeks?
I need to get better at checking the boxes.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I do.
We haven't had a date in 5 years, Doug and I.
You and your
We-
well,
we
hold
have-
on a
we
minute.
have
You
dates
were
all
you
the
were
time
out
with
with
us.
your gynecologist
Yes.
on Friday night.
No. But
Having
just
meat
us two.
at Ocean Prime.
Yes. But just us two. That's what that article. I remember reading that article. I read it to Doug, and I was like, "See, we don't do this."
Gotcha.
And it was it's every 2 weeks, just you.
If Doug
And-
had to make a list of people he doesn't want to have to sit across a dinner table from, your OBGYN has to be at the top of
He
that list.
loves him. They had they cut cords together for God's sake.
God.
That's
how
like
how odd is that? You're having dinner
It's
with the
not
guy that's
odd.
like pulling babies out of you.
yeah, that's
you know,
what he
that's
does
just-
for a living.
The baby
I don't
part's the baby part's not the terrible part. It's like, the checkups. It's
He gets farther than Doug sometimes.
yes. I mean,
All right, now
So-
I'm moving along.
Okay, you got kicked out of the room one
right.
time
I
for
don't-
this
I don't
fester.
All right.
care.
All right, I'm moving along here. All right, Froggy wants to bust my butt. Hold on a minute.
Oh, I've got a big announcement to make.
All right, Froggy wants to bust my butt on, I guess, on some of my Instagram posts on my private MJ account, which we'll get into that in a second. Hold on. First, though, I want to take a minute here. This is perfect. They're looking for name suggestions for a new Pasco County high school.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So up in Pasco County, the school board, they want input from the citizens of the county. They're looking for input on what to name a brand new school, which is currently under construction. This is in Pasco near the Suncoast Parkway Ridge Road exit. So Suncoast Parkway Ridge Road exit. You got a whole new Pasco County high school, which is being built. This will be a dedicated STEAM magnet school. It'll service grades 6 through 12. And it's going to open up next fall, so fall of 2023, and they need a name.
Oh, I got one.
What?
Okay, I got two.
Go.
Hard Knocks High.
What is it?
Why Hard Knocks High? That's ridiculous.
Or Ridgemont High.
Ridge
Well, it's Ridge Road.
Ridge Road.
It's
Ridge Road.
Yeah.
Right there.
Fast Times at Ridge Road High.
Yeah, dude, Ridge Road High.
Guys, I was thinking about MJ Morning Show High School.
What would the mascot be?
It'd be a
little
big fat guy that can't move like Fester.
All right, that's a great idea then.
Yeah.
If I'm the mascot, you got.
How
I would
about
just show up-
MJ High? Not MJ Morning Show High. That makes no sense.
I go to MJMSHS. That's awful.
MJMSHS.
That's awful.
There you go.
Who's the
How about Bayside High?
Who's the most famous person to ever come out of Pasco County? Like
The Bellamy Brothers.
Bellamy Brothers High School. Oh my God!
The
Bellamy Brothers, really?
Couple of like
You know what song that is, right?
yeah, the down down song. Yeah.
No, oh, guys, I'm doing the dum 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 dum. There's a reason. Come on, you don't know that song?
I know the song, but I didn't know
They
what the
even,
dongs.
dude, they even have a road name for them. They've got like Bellamy Brothers Boulevard up there in Pasco County.
You know what? And the mascot can be the Banjos or something? The Bellamy Brother Banjos? All right, today the Bellamy Brother Banjos takes on the Pasco Pirates.
I think they're the most famous up in
Pasco.
No,
yeah.
Everly
I thought
Brothers.
Pete Sampras.
What is Pete? But I don't think he's not from Pasco. Do you have the song by any
He might
chance?
have lived in Pasco.
I don't know what song you're humming. Let Your Love Flow is the only song I know of theirs.
That's the song.
That's the song.
That's the song.
Yeah, that's the song I'm doing. That's the. There's a reason. There we go.
For the sunshine sky.
Impression Connection, sing along.
What was that?
We just invented a new game show.
What's that?
The Pound Pound Game Show, where we start humming songs and listeners have to guess what it is.
Well, Froggy was playing like songs on his nose
Yeah, the
for
nose,
years.
yeah.
The nose tune.
Yeah, he did nose tunes. Yeah. So, is there a list of like famous people from Pasco County?
Oh, we're getting some good
Like,
names. Oh, well, John Cena. Did we say that one?
oh, John Cena High
Yeah.
School.
Oh, he's got to be the most famous.
Here's the hook.
Like a mountain stream and let your love
I
flow.
always like that song.
John
always-
Cena High, every class is like weightlifting class.
Yeah. Every book weighs like 100 pounds.
It's all weight training, man. Because you don't have a body, you don't have a mind. Oh, no, that's
the slogan.
That's the slogan for the school.
Hey, I got an even better one.
Yeah.
Certified MJ Radio High School. And then every time you say the name of the school, you have to say follow us on Twitter. But it's really you.
Well, no, it's Instagram.
Or
Yeah,
whatever.
It's
I do.
Instagram.
Hold on.
Yes.
So I type into Google,
Yes.
Pasco County famous.
Right.
And then the question, you know, how Google gives you questions that you could click down the Dropbox.
Yes.
It says, what is Pasco County famous for?
Okay.
And then I click it.
Okay.
The county boasts the largest nudist and clothing optional communities in North America.
With 12 different resorts to choose from. That's what makes Pasco. Okay. Then it's
the Caliente Nudists.
it's Caliente High School.
Yeah, right?
There it is.
That's perfect.
It's Caliente Heights.
And there's going to be a naked, like, old woman as the mascot.
Yeah.
That's the principal.
Welcome to school, students.
Anyway, they need a name for the high school up there. I kind of like MJ High School.
Pretty good.
What if I make a donation or something?
Yeah, I'm going to make a TikTok account, MJ High School.
All right.
It's going to be quite the
Froggy,
donation.
what is your problem? I was very active on my Instagram over the weekend, and I encourage people, because people seem to like the little videos. There's a new Chloe video, like 2 new Chloe videos in the last couple of days. But my Instagram is Certified MJ Radio. So I encourage you to give me a follow, Certified MJ Radio. All right, Froggy, what do you want to bust my butt on?
Well, I just want to make a big announcement here, guys. You know, it's been a long time we've been following MJ and his decline into Karen-ness, right? What is it? What's the male Karen? Is it a Kevin? Is it a Ken?
I think it should be a Darren.
Darren, Karen, whatever. He's a Karen. He's gotten there, and something happened on his Instagram this weekend that I think he's officially a Karen.
What?
You went to a barbershop, correct? To take your kid to get a haircut?
No, this isn't a Karen. You're off base.
No.
This is not Karen.
This is awful.
I was at...
Embarrassing, Karen-esque activities.
I took Julian to get a haircut yesterday at Great Clips.
Okay.
All right, so what's your problem with this?
This is some Tim Taylor tool time stuff, but this isn't a Karen.
Well, what's not Karen about going to a barbershop and then
first
making
of all, you don't call Great Clips a barber shop.
What is it?
It's a hair salon.
A beauty salon. They have a bunch of those machines that go over
Well,
your
yeah,
head.
well, a hair salon.
A
then.
barber shop is the guy with those old barber chairs and that little red, white, and blue pole that spins around. That's a barber shop.
It's just red and white.
You know, they have the Barbasol and the little straight edge razors to get your face shaved as well. That's a barber shop.
Well, this is a hair
All
salon.
right, so what's your problem?
You made them change the radio station. Then you go back and you're fiddling around like MacGyver in the background like MacGruber. You don't even know what you're doing. What are you doing?
All right.
First of all, who goes into a place and says, "Jake, can you change the radio, please, to the radio station I'm on?" What'd you do? Go in and say, "Hey, everybody, my name is MJ, in case you didn't know, and I work for
first
a
of
radio
all,
station. I want it to air here."
The lady that we get our hair cut, or I've been going to for a while, Because, listen, I can't make appointments for haircuts. That's why I can't keep a haircut appointment. My schedule is nuts. So I need to go like at 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning. That's when I can go. And I like getting the first appointment on a Saturday or Sunday morning. And that's why, I've kind of changed up how I get my haircut. I can't keep an appointment. That's number one. So the woman that's been cutting my hair for, over a year, she knows that I am MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105.
Oh, I bet she does.
So we go in. Julian needed a haircut because Julian's going back to school. I got to take him back to school. Like, we're going in different directions here. I got Michelle taking Chloe to Scotland tomorrow for a year to get her settled in for college for junior year. And then Julian, I'm taking him back up north to go to his boarding school. Julian's about to embark on his senior year, and that's why Michelle and Julian last week, I should say, they were on a 3-week road trip all over the country visiting possible colleges for Julian. So I'm taking Julian back. He needed a haircut. I took him yesterday. So I roll in, and they didn't have our radio station on. They had like Warm on or something. It was like just, I'm like, guys, what? Usually you'll play Q105 in here because
there's the Karen. There's the Karen right there.
I said to the hairdresser, I said, hey, where's my station? It's not playing. And they're like, she's like, yeah, the reception got a little fuzzy. So I said, can I check? Oh my God. And there was another woman there, and she said, yeah, come on back. So they take me to the back office, and on the shelf they have an old like stereo receiver. And it was not on 104.7. So I turned the tuning dial and I put it on 104.7. And yeah, it was a little, it was a little staticky. And immediately I'm like, all right, did the antenna position change? So I climbed up on a chair, and you can see me. I'm pictured. The other woman said, I got to get a picture of you. I got to send this to my husband. So seriously, the other woman says, my husband listens to you every single day. And she says, I got to get a picture. She gets a picture of me holding this antenna from the back of the receiver in the back of Great Clips. You got the washing machines in the back. You got the shelf with all the junk on it. And I'm like moving the wire around to see when the reception gets better and where I can place the antenna. So, yes, Froggy, I was trying to make sure that our radio station, Q105, 104.7, was coming in better in the hair salon.
I tell you, if this radio gig doesn't work out, you could make a tidy living just working on radio reception.
If you want to see me standing on a chair in Great Clips, holding the antenna wire up in the air, trying to see the best position, it's up on my Instagram. You never know what the hell's going to happen on my Instagram. Certified MJ Radio. Give me a follow. Certified MJ Radio. And of course, follow the official morning show Instagram, which is just MJ Morning Show. MJ Morning Show on Insta.
I'm glad we had explanation to that, because I was like, I just glanced at it and I was like, what does MJ, in a laundromat have to do with Julian getting his haircut?
It's a back room where there happens to be laundry equipment.
It's the back room where obviously they clean their towels and all their stuff. They have a washer and dryer back there.
If I was the owner, I would have been like, who do you think you are?
All right. What's next, Froggy? I guess you have a list of grievances today?
Well, I have many grievances always with you.
What's the second one on the Instagram?
Are you showing him the picture?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Okay.
He's going to find it on my. Yeah.
Something to do with a gas station?
Yes.
Interesting.
Fester had. I'm sorry. Fester had this grievance.
Yes.
Oh, this.
Yeah, I'm looking at yours. I'm like,
yeah. So everyone has a grievance this morning. Froggy has the grievance with the antenna, and then Fester has the grievance at the gas station.
Because you are such this guy.
Last week, fire involved?
What do you want me to do?
Let it go. It's not your issue.
You see,
they're going to get a letter in the mail. They're going to get an email correspondence from the company.
In the meantime, it could catch their house on fire. I'm being a good Samaritan. I'm being observant. I'm just trying to help a fellow earthling out.
You're so involved in everybody's business. Like,
That's what
Yeah.
it comes down to.
All right, here's what happened.
So
Wow.
Hyundai and Kia last week issued a pretty large and significant recall on the SUVs with the Telluride and the other one. And MJ takes it upon himself to confront somebody at a gas station and say, excuse me, ma'am or sir, do you know that your car could explode in your garage?
Yeah.
Worse than the beauty salon.
This is mind your own business.
While you're at it, why don't you go up and tell them that they need to have a carbon monoxide detector in their home and what kind of pasta to buy and how to
Probably
cook it.
did.
Hang on. Listen, I'm right next to this new Kia Telluride SUV. I'm at Walmart filling up my car. They're right next to me. They're on the other aisle, the next pump over. And you didn't think it was nice for me to say, while they're filling up, you don't think it was nice for me to say, hey, did you guys hear about the recall on a whole bunch of Kias and Hyundais? And it turns out that they were driving a pretty new Kia Telluride SUV, and that was part of the big recall. I even snapped the picture. So I did take a picture of their Kia Telluride. It's black. It looks brand new.
It's a nice car.
It's a pretty good looking car.
It is. And it's right next to the Walmart pump. And you don't think that it was my place to say, just conversationally, which I did, hey, did you guys hear that there's a recall on Kias and Hyundais because they could just spontaneously burst into flames? Hey, Fester, last week, Kia and Hyundai told people, do not park the car in your garage and actually keep it away from your house. So you don't think that it was nice for me to say to the person driving a Kia, hey, do you know about the recall for the fire hazard? You don't think that's nice?
There are two places in this world that I do not want to talk to another person. One of them, the men's room. The other place, gas stations while I'm putting gas in my car.
Agreed.
Do not talk to me.
And what do you want him to do? Be like, you know what, sir? You're right. I will not fill this car up.
You know
I'll
what?
walk home.
Thank
know
you
what?
for the observation, sir.
I want to go to phones on this. Listen,
God,
I
you're
want to.
so annoying to people. Mind your own business.
I want to. Listen. I got Fester and Froggy just totally.
Gas up your car and go.
You guys are just railing me. What's the deal?
Because you're
out of control, really, at this point. You're out of control.
It's like he's the lowest level superhero.
Let me give. Stop it.
The lowest rung on the ladder of superheroes.
All right, hang on a minute. Let me give out the phone number. Yes, Andrew.
Yeah, did you turn the radio to Q105 with the Telluride?
Oh, did I climb into the vehicle and turn the radio on to Q105 as well?
Is that an out-of-state plate? I mean, if you're going to be in the area for a little bit, you should tune in 104.7. It's the Good Morning Show.
I want to go to phones on this. Folks, if you are at a gas station next to me, and I did a story on this show earlier that week about the brand car that you're driving under recall because it could burst into flames because of some faulty circuit board, and they want you not to park your car in your garage or away from your house. Would you want me to just say, hey, do you know about the recall on that vehicle? Or do you want me to shut my hole?
What do you think? They didn't hear about it? They got the pant thing in the mail.
No, that's the point. Guess what? Let me give you the rest of the story here, you jackwagons.
Whoa, dude, you're...
Hey.
They didn't know.
Okay.
They had no idea. I said, hey, do you guys know about the fire recall on like 2020 through 2020? I said, hey, what year's your Telluride? Oh, it's a 2022. I said, there's a bunch of 2020 through 2022 Tellurides that are under recall because of a fire hazard, and they had no idea. That's part of the story, is that I brought it to their attention. They had no idea there was a recall. Let me give out the number, 800-990-1047. So you're next to me at a gas station. Your car is under a dangerous recall that it could burst into flames. Do you want me to point that out to you? Yes or no? 800-990-1047.
Okay, Mr. Newsbreaker here. I need to have the last word on this. The lines are lit up, so we need to hear from them, but I need to have the last word on this.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go.
No, after the calls.
Oh, after the calls.
Yes.
Thank you for setting that up 10 minutes in advance.
Yes,
Fester,
I have some important news to share.
are you making an appointment with me? Is that it?
Yes.
You staking
Yes.
your claim?
I am.
You're jamming your flag in the moon like the
Yep.
like the Moon Man on the MTV thing?
Yes.
All right.
Marking my
All
territory.
right, Festa, bring up the story about the recall.
Okay.
And then we'll go to phones.
This is from
From NHTSA, the National Highway Transportation and Safety Administration.
All right.
It's NHTSA.
All right.
And the recall involves 245,000 model year 2020 through 2022 Hyundai Palisades and 36,417 model year 2020 through 2022 Kia Tellurides, which the car next to me at Walmart gas station was a 2022 Kia Telluride.
All right, I'm asking a dumb question.
What?
Is Hyundai and Kia the same company?
So Hyundai owns I think a majority of Kia.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know. Oh,
Yes.
So that explains why they're both being recalled. They probably
And
have
why
similar
do you say
parts.
Hyundai? It's Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Okay, listen. Whoa.
It's not Hyundai. Hyundai.
What are you, a dealer? What are you? Where are they from? Is that Japanese?
Let me go to phones
What
here.
are you,
No,
Mr.
it's Korean.
Okay, fine. What are you,
It's
Mr.
Korean.
Korean dialect? It's Hyundai. I mean, who
All right,
cares?
all right.
Oh my God.
Danny's in Tampa. Hello, Danny. You're on the MJ. Danny, welcome.
Oh my God! Couple of things. Do you?
Hey, Danny, can you pick up the regular phone? It's just going to sound clear.
Okay, hold on for 1 second.
Yeah,
I'll try.
All right.
that's all right.
Thanks,
You're
Danny.
hands free. I know that it's
It's not
probably.
a Hyundai. It's not a Hyundai.
All right.
He's
All right,
driving hands free. Not
All right, Danny's going to pick up. Yeah, that's much better, Danny. Go ahead.
Couple of things. Do you realize that your behavior is not normal? Let me finish.
Okay.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I agree with you, but I'm on the fence because society has made us bitchy about people talking to me in a gas station. I don't want people talking to me. I realize what you did is a noble thing, but do you realize that your behavior is not normal?
All right. Have I ever made a claim that I'm normal? All right.
No, and I think Instagram has made that very clear. I mean, who goes into a salon and changes the radio station? I'm not criticizing you. We love you. I've been listening to you for over 30 years, but you're not normal.
That's great. All right, Danny, thanks for the call, buddy.
Glad you agree with me, Danny. He's a nut.
Danny, have a great day.
See you, buddy.
He's falling off the deep end.
He's right. I mean, Danny's right. I think I agree 100% with Danny.
That's a good call.
Yes, it was noble what you did, but still, it's a little.
Mary's in Newport Richie. Hey, Mary, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. What do you think, Mary?
Okay, well, first of all, my husband's a firefighter, and he responds to numerous fires starting in the garage from cars. So I agree with you 100%. I would want to know, and we don't park in the garage, period, even with a regular car.
Wow. So you think I did the right thing by noticing a Kia Telluride right next to me at Walmart gas and saying, hey, do you know that car is possibly under recall? You think I did the right thing?
Absolutely, because even though, we have social media, we have all sorts of ways to get informed, there are people who don't hear about things at times, so I would want to know.
Well, thank you. It is a pleasure to hear from you, Mary, and give your husband my regards and also thank him for his public service. Where is he a firefighter? Which county or which city?
Hillsborough.
Excellent. Well, tell your husband thank you for his hard work.
I will. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mary. Let's grab Austin is in Palmetto. Hey, Austin, MJ Morning Show, you're up.
Good morning. I agree with you 100% on doing that. You saved somebody's life by letting them know that their car could possibly burst.
Oh, my God.
Down.
I'm a hero.
Yeah, listen, you're giving him a big head right now. He saved somebody's life.
Hey, you never know. I mean, it could happen, and they burn quick.
Thank you for the call. I appreciate it, Austin. Let's grab Chris. Chris is up next. Hello, Chris. Did I do the right thing or the wrong thing by letting them know that their car was possibly under recall for a... Oh, jeez.
Happens again.
All right, Chris. Did I do the right thing or the wrong thing?
Good morning. You did the right thing.
So, look, Chris says I did. Hold on, Chris. Let Mariah Carey sing here. Hang on.
There's a hero.
Right. Go ahead and sing it, Froggy.
And his name is MJ.
Thank you.
Don't have to be.
I've been singing it for years.
I mean, forever.
let
There's
me
a
go
hero,
back to-
and his name is MJ.
Let me go back to Chris. All right, Chris, go ahead.
I'm going to go over here real quick. Yep, MJ.
Yes.
Yep.
Take off the music so we can hear him.
Go ahead.
There you
By
go.
the way, great show. By the way,
I love your morning show. I hope you continue on for another 2 more years.
Thank you. All right, so what do you think?
Just
Did I
2
do the right thing, Chris?
I think you did a noble thing. By the way, I have a Kia Sorento myself, and if you would have come to me, I don't know if Sorento has issues or not.
No. The Sorrento's not. It's the Hyundai Palisades and the Kia Telluride 2020 through 2022. One of the, it's a tow package circuit board that I think the vehicles have and that they could just burst into flames. And listen, when the manufacturer tells you do not park your vehicle in the garage and keep it away from your house, park it in a Kmart parking lot. There are no Kmarts anymore. That's really far away. Yeah, go ahead.
I probably would have asked you for your autograph if I saw you.
Listen,
and I would have been happy to give you an autograph. Take pictures with the family, whatever you need. Hey, buddy, thanks for the call.
By the way, thanks for calling.
Look at the phones here. Andrew, go ahead and screen all the open lines here. Let me grab Angelo is next. Angelo, hi, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, MJ. Hey, listen, I don't know what's going on with our society where it's the wrong thing to do to talk to somebody. They're all got their heads buried in their phones, and their friends are on social media or on Facebook. These people don't even know what it is to be friendly. Interpersonal skills have fallen apart.
Hey, you know what, Angelo? This is a great call, and I think that we're seeing that also affect Fester and Froggy because they had a problem with me talking to somebody at the Walmart gas station saying, hey, I don't know if you knew this, but your vehicle might be under recall. Right. I'm a radio broadcaster. I just did the story, and I see the model that we talked about, which is possibly under recall, and I thought I was doing a nice thing, and I got Fester and Froggy here. What were you wishing they went home, parked their car in the garage, and the damn thing just went up like a torch?
No.
Of course not.
Exactly. I mean, you're talking about people burning to death and you're not supposed to talk.
Oh, my Angelo. First of all, you've kind of gone off the deep end here with this, Angelo.
Second, because you're really antisocial. All you young people and you got a problem because whenever fluid is flowing, whether it's at the gas station or at the urinal, you don't want to talk to anybody. I think you need a shrink.
Do you want to have a conversation with somebody at the urinal,
Angelo? Fester, stop yelling at Angelo.
Angelo's yelling at Angelo. Are you a pee talker? I mean, stop.
Fester, stop yelling at Angelo.
Or it's bodily fluids. You got to be able to, walk and chew gum at the same time.
Exactly.
So
Angelo.
When people talk. I mean, so what?
Angelo, speaking of talking, shut up for a second.
Don't tell Angelo to shut up.
He has to breathe eventually. He has to breathe eventually. Angelo, listen, when you're at the gas pump and you're filling up your car, are you or are you not on high alert for, and this is it, this is the truth, like a bum hitting you up for money or something?
Well, I don't think a guy telling you might burn to death.
But I don't know that until he comes up to me. I don't want anybody talking to me when I'm pumping my gas.
Angelo, great phone call. Angelo, great.
He didn't say he went up to somebody. He said in conversation he mentioned it. He might have been at his own pump.
No, he went up to somebody.
Everybody has their own pump. In conversation,
what,
Angelo.
I can't cross the pump line? What's the problem here?
Oh, my God. Look, the younger generation is antisocial because they got their heads buried in their phones.
Angelo, thanks for the call, buddy.
Angelo used to walk to school in the snow.
Yes, we used to actually talk to people.
And I had no shoes.
Hi, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Go ahead.
Good morning, guys. Sorry, Fester, I'm with MJ. I would hope someone would tell me.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. Let me go through these. Every line is jammed. Robert is up next. Hey, Robert, you're on the MJ Morning Show out in lovely Mulberry. Go ahead.
Oh, thank God you finally answered.
Oh, thank God you've answered. My car is on fire.
But seriously, no, me personally, I'd be thankful if you told me. I would, that's the problem with people nowadays. They don't want a little bit of friendly information.
There you go. Look, the callers are on my side. Has there been one caller saying, all right, the first caller, Danny, said that I think it was
noble but awkward.
Right, but he said it was noble. All right, Robert, thanks for the call, buddy. Let's go to Mike in Tampa. Mike, you're on the MJ Morning Show. I'm gonna wrap up the last calls here. All right, Mike, you're up. Go ahead.
MJ Morning Show, how you doing?
We're doing fine.
Only you can prevent forest fires. Did you know that? Let's talk about it.
PSA.
I'm kidding. It is a nice thing, but, man, I don't like people walking up on me at the pump. I'm usually, nobody wants to pay for gas. They're already in that situation. Like, leave me alone. Go away.
You're supposed to be on guard at the pump.
That's a high alert.
You're going to get the notice in the mail that your car's got a recall. Like, let those dogs walk.
Only you can prevent Hyundai fires.
Oh, have a good day, guys.
You too, buddy. Let's stay in Tampa. Nick is up next. Hey, Nick, MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, I would not want someone walking up to me.
Even if your car is under a national recall for bursting into flames?
Absolutely not. When someone starts walking up to me at a gas pump, I look at them with a straight face and say no.
Me too, man. I got nothing for you is what I say.
My line is, somebody walks up to me, Nick, I look at him and I say, wrong guy. That's what I say. And I turn around and walk away.
All right, well, guess what? In a second here, after I grab the last call, I have somebody walking up to me. I'm going to change the story here.
No, I have the last word on this.
Oh, that's right. Roxanne has the last word
She
first.
did tell us
All right.
15 minutes ago.
One more phone call. Again, Tampa and Eric. Hey, Eric, MJ Morning Show. Hi. So if you're just tuning in and you don't know the story, I was pumping gas Saturday at Walmart on Dale Mabry and 275. I noticed a nice new Kia Telluride in the pump next to me. I took a picture. It's up on my Instagram if you want to see it. I'm Certified MJ Radio. Go check out my account. Give me a follow. Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. You never know what's going to happen. So I say to them, hey, did you know that your car is possibly under recall? Because we did the story earlier last week that almost 300,000 Hyundai Telluride, Hyundai Palisades and Kia Tellurides are under recall because they could burst into flames. And the car company is telling people, don't park your car in your garage and park it away from your home. So I noticed a Kia Telluride next to me at the Walmart gas station. So I just walked up to them and I said, hey, did you know that your car is under recall? They did not know. And they started looking it up on their cell phone right then and there. And they thanked me profusely. So in the meantime, while they're waiting for a recall letter from the auto manufacturer, their car could have burst into flames and taken the whole house down. All right, Eric, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Last caller on this. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, man. Don't roll up on people at the gas pump. I'm with everybody saying bathroom, gas station. That's a no-go, man. People.
All right, so wait a minute. So don't tell you that your car could catch fire. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You'd rather learn by being awakened at 3:30 in the morning with your house on fire?
Yeah, man. I got fire extinguisher.
I mean, coming from the guy,
I got fire extinguisher.
You would think your experiences with the ice pick back in the day would keep you from messing with people at the
You
gas
got stabbed at a gas station.
You got ice picked at a gas station. What are you doing messing with people?
A guy that tried to run me off the road, then I pulled into the Amoco station on Laskin Road and Virginia Beach Boulevard, and the guy got out of the car and stabbed me with an ice pick. That has nothing to do with me being a...
What a crazy story.
That's so good, too.
All right, thanks for the call, buddy. All right, I got to move on.
No.
But yes,
but
Roxanne has the last word.
Set it up.
Two things.
Yes.
Content and communication. How did you communicate? Did you communicate like Todd, like, hey, by the way, buddy, da-da-da? Or was it like, I have a report for you, and it was like arrogant, or it was like bossy or know-it-all? Because if you were like that, I would not have appreciated it one bit. So what was your style like?
What are you saying? I'm not going to I'm all bossy. I've got a report. Hello, This is MJ, live at the gas.
That's what I picture.
They're at the pump next to me, and I just said, hey, did you know that your car is possibly under recall because of a fire hazard? I was conversational and friendly. I wasn't like spitting in their faces.
Okay, so this is where the twist comes in.
Oh, now we got a twist.
Ooh, a swerve.
One of the texters told me, Roxanne, the recall
swerve it up
is only for vehicles with a tow package.
Guess
which
what?
Less than a quarter of them are sold.
They had a tow package. Look at the picture.
Oh.
Zoom in on the picture, and you can see the tow package is on the back of this Kia Telluride.
Okay,
Gotcha.
I was going to say you were being a big alarmist, but I
I'm
guess
not.
you were right.
Look, hold on. I got to zoom in, but I'm holding up to MJ TV camera right now. If you go to my Instagram, this Kia Telluride has the tow package in the back. All right?
Boom. Lifesaver right there.
Exactly.
Okay.
Roxanne was trying to put you together as being an alarmist, but then she goes, but I guess you were right.
All right, we got a lot to do here, folks.
So glad you're not my lawyer.
My Instagram was very, very, very active over the weekend. So Friday, I get a little notification during the show from Michelle. Hey, everybody wants Cuban pork and chicken for lunch. So we've got this great place right on the corner here, right at 4th Street and Gandy, right next to the mobile station, we've got the Pipo's Cafe. And I stopped on Friday to grab a couple of orders of the roast pork with the yellow rice and some yuca.
You get any plátanos?
We did as well. We got some pork. We got some of the chicken. Friday is beef stew day over at Pipo's Cafe. I took out a whole bunch of stuff.
How much food did you get?
Well, listen, it's me, Michelle, Chloe, Julian, and then Michelle's parents.
Oh, I forgot about the parentals.
I got a full house going on. I'm in line. I'm making the order, and this guy comes up to me. What are your thoughts about that, guys, if someone comes up to me and makes conversation? You okay with that? Or are you going to chastise this guy as well?
So if a guy comes up and says, hey, I hear you on the morning show, I'm a big fan, that's one thing. If a guy comes up and says, oh, your car might be under recall, or says anything while you're pumping gas, especially in pumping gas. It's one thing if you're waiting in line and you're making eye contact with people.
You ready? Listen to this guy. This guy comes up to me in line at Pipo's, and he says this. Hi, this is crazy. I'm at Pipo's Cuban Cafe. Look, you can see me, my reflection right there. Hey, folks. So I'm in line getting some takeout at 4th and Gandy in St. Pete, and Jared comes up to me and says, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I was trick-or-treating at your house when I was 8. 8 years old. And what happened? This is like 1995?
Yeah.
What happened?
I went up to the door, said trick or treat. They handed me a pound of spaghetti in a package. They said enjoy.
We handed you a pound of spaghetti for trick-or-treating.
Yes, sir.
Hey, great to see you again.
Pleasure.
All
Absolutely.
right, buddy. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
You got it.
What the?
1995 was how many years ago?
27 or 28.
Yeah, 27, 28 years ago.
All right, so this guy is like in his mid-30s at this point, mid to late 30s. I remember this. We talked about this on the MJ and BJ show back in the mid-90s. Here's what happened. We misjudged the amount of Halloween candy that we needed in our neighborhood. We were only in the house. That was the Wallcraft house.
Right.
We were only in that house for a couple of months before Halloween in 1995, and we didn't get enough candy. We ran out of candy. So they're ringing the doorbell. What do I do? So I went into the pantry. I'm handing out like cans of corn. This kid got a package of spaghetti.
A pound?
A box of spaghetti is a pound, right?
A package of spaghetti is...
Wonder what kind?
Is I don't know. I'll tell you what. It wasn't Ronzoni or Muller's. I'll tell you that. So,
funny.
I mean, can you believe that? This is 2022, and when this guy was 8 years old, he trick-or-treated at my house. We were out of candy. I handed him a pound of spaghetti.
Oh, my God.
And he
that's
remembered
funny.
it, and he comes up to me, and he's laughing. Anyway, that video is on my Instagram. Because I said, oh, man, you got to tell the story. So we walked outside, and I shot a little video of, me setting up the story for him. But isn't that great? From 90s, can you imagine 8 years old, and now the guy's in his, like, mid-30s?
I don't remember trick-or-treating when I was 8. Must have been a memorable moment for the kid.
But we were handing out, I'm telling you, like canned vegetables. I think I gave out a box of like Arm & Hammer baking soda or something.
That kid got the lump of coal.
I was just giving out whatever we had. But come on, look at this. It's 27 years later, and guess what? This guy still remembers that I made an impression on this guy's life.
With your jokes.
You're lucky he hasn't held a grudge all these years.
No, he thought it was hysterical. The guy's name was Jared. So, Jared, if you're listening, great to have you come up to me. You know,
finally found that son of a bitch who gave me pasta. I'm going to get him.
Oh, man. Anyway, that video's on my Instagram as well. Give me a follow, Certified MJ Radio. You don't know what's going to pop up. Certified MJ Radio. Oh, and then also, we took the kids to Burns Steakhouse on Saturday night.
I've heard of that place.
Yeah,
I love Burns.
We had a great experience. I mean, everything was great. Lisa was our server. Lisa was just top-notch, fantastic. So we took the kids because we did a joint birthday. So we decided we're going to take the kids out because Julian's birthday was over the summer. He was in France on July 4th. Chloe's birthday, we were here, and we went to Texas Day, Brazil. But we thought that we would do a kind of a joint celebration for both kids, and also they're getting ready to both go back to school. Chloe's going to Scotland for a year. She leaves tomorrow. And then Julian, I'm taking him up north to his boarding school this weekend. So we take the family out. And we go to Burns. Love Burns. And we're up in the dessert room. Well, interestingly, I have a picture. The guy in the dessert room pod across from us has a dog in his lap. I
saw that.
At Burns?
Yeah, at Burns. I don't know if it was like hidden in a purse or if this is like a little like puppy Pomeranian. And the guy, I took a picture over the Bananas Foster cart. I took a picture of this guy holding a little Pomeranian, and the dog's looking right at me when I take the picture. He's like, who are you looking at? So I take a picture of this. That's also on my Instagram. Hey, Andrew, you got a lot of stuff to post. You can do a whole thing. MJ's Instagram gone wild. So do an MJ Morning Show post with all of this stuff. And we'll put it up. If you don't want to go to Instagram, we'll put it all up later on mjmorningshow.com. So there's a guy with the dog in his lap. Oh, did the rocket go up? What's the story?
It's been delayed.
Yeah, I got a report that it's been scrubbed, but I haven't. I got the report by people texting me.
Yeah, me too.
I got like 8 people texting me that, but I haven't seen it anywhere myself.
All right, so hang on a minute. This is a special report. We got to go to Fester Holt. Hang on a minute. 3, 2, 1.
Fester Dolt.
This is an NBC News special report. From New York, here's Fester Dolt.
We have breaking news coming in this morning from Cape Canaveral. This big-ass NASA rocket might have been scrubbed. We have incoming information from texters, but I haven't seen a published report verifying it just yet.
Yeah, we canceled the AP wire for budget purposes. What does this say? All right. Fuel leaks have forced NASA to scrub the launch of its new moon rocket on the no-crew test flight. The next launch attempt will not take place until Friday at the earliest.
Fuel leaks have forced NASA to scrub the launch of its new moon rocket on a no-crew test flight. The next launch attempt will not take place until Friday at the earliest.
Did you hear that they're going to have the first Legos to ever go to space? The Lego crew?
Also, were they putting the ashes of Uhuru up? What was her name? What was her name?
It wasn't Uhuru.
Michelle Nichols.
Yeah, but what was the character she played on Star
Lieutenant Uhura.
Uhura. Yeah,
Uhura.
I'm sorry. Uhuru is the organization here in St. Pete. I'm sorry.
Very different.
Yeah, very different. All right. Anyway, so were they supposed to put her ashes on this flight, or was that a different one? I don't know. All right, so
Is that something NASA does? It sounds very Elon Musky.
Well, but
yeah,
it
does sound Musky.
I'll put anybody's ashes on my rocket.
Hey, Andrew, can you look up and see where they were going to put Lieutenant Uhura's ashes? Which rocket? So that's been scrubbed. Where was I? Back over to I only have a few moments here, so I got to do this quickly.
Fester Dolt here. Now back to MJ talking about his meat.
Thank you very much, Fester Dolt. All right, so back to my my meat. So we're at the dessert room, and this guy across from us has a Pomeranian in his lap. So I took a picture. That's up. And then...
Surprised you didn't tell on him.
Will you stop it?
Excuse me, waiter, did you know that there's a dog over there?
Well,
you did tell somebody, I bet.
The kids had Bananas Foster, and it's great. Burn Steakhouse Dessert Room, another classic. So the kids, Chloe and Julian, both wanted Bananas Foster. And the pan is on fire after they light the liqueur and the alcohol up. The pan is on fire, and I rolled video, and I guess you got to see the face of Chloe, because
what'd you do now?
All right. While the pan is lighted, I pan the camera over to Chloe, but first, this is what I said.
I feel like light this place on fire.
This Bananas Foster's on fire! And then I pan it over to Chloe, and she's got this what the bleep look on her face.
Why does it sound like Burns' Dessert Room has the Star Trek or the Star Wars lounge band in there? You know, a little band in Star Wars.
What's the matter with you having to be the center of attention constantly?
Dude, I'm shooting a little video. My daughter's going to Scotland for a year. I got the pan is on fire. I took a video, and then This pan is on fire. The bananas Foster's on fire.
I got to admit, I'm the same way. If I see something on fire, I say it.
We all do.
What a couple dad
Everything,
jokes.
Something's on fire.
Guys, it is a Jam Monday. I haven't even scratched the surface on the program today. All right, when we get this ends, by the way, the hour and 20-minute long chunk of the MJ Morning Show. We got a half an hour nonstop coming up next. Festa, do you need to promote something coming up?
I just need to tell you right now, we were wrong. The Star Trek person has nothing to do with this flight.
Oh, so where are they putting her ashes?
Celestis, a private space flight company who works
with NASA. All right.
They're going to do it later this year.
Gotcha. All right. When we get back, we've got to talk about wedding red flags. We got to talk. Oh, Fester, this is for you. Guess what will increase your risk of a heart attack?
I could have wrote this article.
Hang on
Are
a
you
minute.
kidding me?
Fester and heart attacks, we got to deal with this, and this could affect you too, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and do you know who the wall yellers are? Oh, Fester, I am so disappointed in you. You don't know about the big story with the wall yellers?
What about you, Froggy?
Okay, no. I've heard of this in the past.
All right.
I heard of this in the past. Yes, I know exactly what. Without knowing what you're going to talk about, I know what wall yellers are.
Well, we got to talk about the wall yellers. Hang on. All next, MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Let's talk about International Diamond Center and the fact that Q105, 8:54, and this is like a half hour now. We go for like a half hour nonstop, and good because we have a lot of stuff to cover. All right, Fester just noticed something on Froggy's hand, but Fester's not in the room. I don't know where Fester went, so I'm just going to pick up with it here. And as Froggy was walking out of the room, Fester followed him and said, "Oh my God," and then holds Froggy's hand up out in the hallway.
So annoying.
Let me see.
I saw just big, like, red magic marker on Froggy's left hand written on the back of the hand.
Yeah, and that's where I write my notes.
Can you hold this up to the camera?
What?
You know what? Come closer. Walk over to walk. Oh, yeah, careful. Walk over to Fester's mic because I don't know where Fester is. Fester's gone. All right, so hold your hand up to Fester's camera. It's that camera right there. All right. Do you have a good shot of that by any chance? Yes. Froggy's hand says fix brakes. Is that what it says?
No, just brake.
Fix brake.
Just one.
Yeah, only one of them's broken, apparently.
Where were you?
I got myself into a Good Samaritan issue, and it's not even worth it. I'm so
well,
pissed off
you
right now.
just noticed that Froggy in big red magic marker has fix brake.
But he took my
written
marker
on his hand.
He asked me for my marker during the last segment. He goes, "Hey, let me see your marker."
Oh, did you watch him write it?
And I saw him scribbling something on his hand, and then outside in the hallway
I know, that's
during
what
the
I said.
commercial, I said,
You held the hand up out in the hallway.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at this.
I'm like, are you that dumb that you can't remember to fix your brakes?
You have to write.
It's just one brake that's making a weird sound. So
what are you going to get out in the parking lot with a ratchet? What are you going to do?
I'm just going to take a look at it like a real man would, and
you don't know what you're looking at.
Get under the car.
I'm going to look at. I'm going to apply some
WD-40.
I'm going to apply some 2-in-1 oil, and anyone have some gauze? You know, it's all ball bearings these days. That's what you're going to do.
Yeah, I'm going to fix it like a man.
You don't know how to fix brakes.
You better take it to your dad if you want a man to look at it.
It's just making a little squeak sound. What is it? Big deal. How about you stop looking at me and touching my hand? Everyone, don't touch me.
Hey, guess who's back?
Who?
We have the video release finally. I don't know what took so long, but we finally have the video released. Remember the woman that was busted for DUI in Pinellas County back in April?
Oh.
And remember the story? She was dancing around.
Okay, I saw that story all over the place yesterday, and I couldn't figure out why.
Because they finally released the video. The video wasn't originally released when the story made local news and even national news. This is the woman, Amy Harrington, 38, of Madeira Beach. She was busted. She's from Mad Beach, and she was busted back in April. She rear-ended another vehicle about a mile from where she lives. Happened on April 27th. Then the cops arrived. The Pinellas County deputies show up on the scene, and they noticed that she appeared to have signs of impairment. Her eyes were glassy. Her pupils were all dilated. They were bloodshot, watery. So they asked this Amy Harrington, to walk a line. And according to the arrest report, she struggled to follow instructions, was unsteady on her feet, almost falling, according to the arrest affidavit. And then they finally, for whatever reason, months later, the story's coming back around because they released the video of her doing the field sobriety tests, and she is doing pirouettes like a ballerina.
She has some skills.
Yeah, she could dance.
She can dance.
Apparently she couldn't walk a straight line, though, but she could dance.
I don't want her to walk a straight line.
And she actually scolds one of the officers doing the field sobriety test. It's a female officer. So in the video, the deputy can be telling her, to walk the line. And the deputy says, "Do you want to pay attention so I can give you the instructions?" And that's where she says, let me see if you can hear this clearly. This is crazy. Listen to this.
So what I want you to do is I want you to keep together your arms down your side.
It's not that easy to hear.
Pull the heel toe to toe.
You got to listen carefully.
You sound like my heart beat. You sound like, oh my God, you sound like my ballet coach.
You sound like my bleeping ballet coach. She uses I think it's the F-bomb they blocked out. You sound like my bleeping ballet coach. She's doing pirouettes. I don't know why some of the media was like she was doing an Irish folk dance.
All right, so when
or
you
doing a jig.
Yeah, I remember the jig.
Okay, so look at the first clip here. She's kind of giving a little high knee action up here, and this is like the little Irish river dance looking.
Okay, so initially, in the first couple of seconds, she's doing like an Irish, like I guess jig, but then she starts doing like ballet, and she's doing pirouettes and turns and everything.
Yeah, she's got some skills.
Oh my God, Amy.
Good for you.
Amy, if you're listening, could you we'd love you to give us your side of the story. Amy Harrington of Madeira Beach, could you give us a buzz, please? 800-990-1047. Or does anyone know Amy? Or any of Amy's friends listening right now?
In what age can you legally take ballet lessons until?
You sound like my ballet teacher.
I think maybe she was referring to ballet maybe when she was like 10.
Okay.
Or when she was 34. Being a really awkward girl.
Way back 4 years ago when I was 34. So she was arrested.
Yeah, I don't think she's a real ballet dancer.
Nah, she's
again,
her turnout isn't.
This is months old, but they finally released the video. I don't know what took so long.
We even called the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office at the time to try to get it released, to put in a Information Act request.
We did. We tried to do a Freedom of Information Act request. You're right.
They said we don't have it to release, but apparently they did.
Now they do, months later. Yeah, the sheriff's office said that she refused testing, and this is apparently the second time she's refused to test. She had another alleged incident back in March of 2019.
I love her.
Oh, you love a drunk driver?
Okay, I don't love drunk driving. Aside from that one decision, she looks like a good time.
He likes a good ballet dancer.
You know, I'm into dance. I can appreciate art.
Yeah, she was charged with driving under the influence, with property damage because she rear-ended somebody, and then she was also charged with the refusal to submit to testing, which, if you refuse, that's like an automatic, 1-year suspension on your Florida driver license?
Yeah, that's what I've always heard.
Look, she's doing a Bob Fosse walk. Look at that.
They also said in the police report that they found a white foam cup in the vehicle. It had a light yellow liquid.
Yeah. Ew.
Oh.
No, it wasn't pee. It smelled of alcohol, and that was in the center cup holder in her car.
Getting after it.
Did you find Amy's Instagram?
Is that really her?
We actually have a mutual friend.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Who's Mark Costas?
Mark Costas is an old friend of the morning show. He owned
Really?
Generex, and he helped us with all of our stunts where we needed the power.
Oh, really? So Mark Costas must know Amy Harrington.
I mean, through Facebook.
Does anybody know Amy Harrington? Or Amy, you're listening. Come on, tell us your story. What's going on? Let's talk ballet, if anything. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. We'll watch the phone, see if she calls in.
Talk about the Nutcracker.
Or could we make ballet requests? Let's do the Nutcracker. All right, Roxanne, you want to talk about what? J-Lo's... What are you doing? Hold on. Why are you
Just grabbed my hand, look what I wrote on it, and then walked away.
It's not even spelled right.
Why did you... Hold on.
Oh, I spelled brakes wrong.
All right, Roxanne just left her microphone position,
She
walked
checked
over to
something.
Froggy, and grabbed Froggy's hand.
Okay, I spelled brake wrong. Sorry.
She verified.
Hold on a minute.
A texter obviously said something off of MJTV.
Oh, I didn't look at it close enough to see how he spelled it. Roxanne, what's the issue?
Well, it's break like we're going to break.
Like,
Hold on.
He's gonna fix a
Hold
break.
on, hold
Maybe
on,
he's
hold
gonna
on.
fix
spelled
a
it like a
commercial break.
radio.
Hold on.
It's break like something's broken?
You spelled it B-R-E-A-K?
Yeah.
No, a brake in a car is B-R-A-K-E.
Oh, give me a break.
Dude,
That's B-R-E-A-K.
oh my God,
What's the big deal? I misspelled it. I'm a little flustered. I'm 42 years old, right? I got a lot of bleep going on.
What are you, Tom Brady over here?
He wishes.
It's all personal, everyone's got different situations they're dealing with, so we all have really unique challenges to our life, and, I'm 45 years old, man. There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, I agree.
Amen to that, brother.
So I
Dude.
misspelled break. Big deal. Big turkey.
Does Tampa Catholic even want to recognize you as a graduate?
Oh, they haven't done that for years.
No.
No.
You don't make a contribution after you graduate. They never acknowledge you again, right?
No. I'm no Channing Tatum, the pride of TC.
All right, so Roxanne wants to do the horoscope star thing.
What?
No, it's relevant to Hollywood news.
The signs and this is what, J-Lo?
Yeah, Jennifer Lopez.
You're not going to get into the video breach, are you?
No.
So
what is that?
I can dovetail then.
Okay, go ahead and dovetail.
All right, so your Jennifer Lopez story is what? What's the big headline?
So she allegedly would not hire backup dancers if they were a particular sign. So this story she hasn't admitted to it, none of her people have, but it's been told by multiple people, multiple sources, that she would audition girls all day long, take up hours of their time, and then she would say, just a quick question, raise your hand. Any Virgos in the room, will you raise your hand? And then the Virgos would raise their hand, and then they would be dismissed.
What?
So she did not want to work with Virgos.
A J-Lo dancer that spent all day, or auditioners would spend all day auditioning?
Right.
And then at the end, she would say, any Virgos, raise your hand. And then she'd say, you're 86, you're out of here.
Did I say Virgo? I meant Cancer? Can I stay?
So here's the thing. I actually all right, this is where I shine in my astrology because we all get along based upon where we are located on the wheel. So we all have like the same dynamic based upon where we're located.
The wheel? What the hell's the wheel?
The astrological wheel.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
So for example, Leo is one notch behind Virgo. So you and I, MJ, you are one notch as an Aquarius behind me.
Who's a Leo?
What does he have to do with this?
J-Lo. Because what I'm saying is J-Lo didn't want to work with Virgos because that can be a tough interaction unless you know what it's about. And what it is about is I am more karmically developed than you, so I will have more patience with you than I would with other people. There are things that you do that I'm kind of like, aw, but if somebody else did them, I would have no tolerance for it. And then you, for me...
Oh, so you cut me some slack when you wouldn't cut the slack for others?
I do.
Wait, who does it? What did she turn away?
So instead of
Virgos.
being short and quick to judgment, you actually give it a little time?
I give MJ, yes, I do. I think it's endearing to me. Whereas other people I would not appreciate it.
That is exactly how I feel about this analysis. Keep going, Roxanne.
MJ, I found out why.
I will give you grace and let you continue with
Why
this.
is that?
You say Virgos?
Yes.
Her ex-husband, Mark Anthony's, is a Virgo.
Is a Virgo.
Oh, I think you might be onto something.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So one of her exes is a
okay.
Virgo.
Okay,
So
that could be something too.
I wonder if when that relationship went south, I wonder if that's what made her
that could be
like poison toward any Virgos.
Ben Affleck, Leo.
Just like her.
And is it
Leo.
okay? Can you do the same signs?
Certain same signs do really well together. Like Leo probably do pretty well
Who's
together.
her other ex-husband? She has a few, right? Puff
Yeah,
Daddy?
she does. Yeah,
No,
he
wasn't a husband.
I think.
Scorpio.
I tell you what, I'm not going to spend more time on J-Lo's ex-husbands.
No,
but I will mention one other thing here regarding J-Lo.
Call me J. Leo.
Did you see that somebody took a video inside the wedding in total violation? Do you know
at the most personal moment where she's like singing to him?
Yes. Man, this has turned into a big deal.
Oh, that's bad.
Is Jennifer Lopez is pissed because somebody leaked video and she is angry. And she went on Instagram and she is like venting. TMZ originally got the clip on Friday. It ended up on a Jennifer Lopez fan page. And she said this was taken without permission, period. Whoever did it took advantage of our private moment. And that post was since deleted, by the way. They reportedly took the video down and then shared Lopez's comment where she complained that the footage had been stolen without our consent and then sold for money. But also, there were reports that J-Lo, and I think I might have a quote to that effect. Hang on. But there were reports, remember before the wedding, that guests had to sign an NDA. That if you were invited to the wedding, if you were going to Jennifer Lopez's and Ben Affleck's wedding, you had to sign an NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement, that you wouldn't disclose any details, take any photos, any video. And J-Lo actually said that I don't know where all you were getting it from because we had NDAs and asked everyone not to share anything from our wedding. That is our choice to share. So,
All right, so if you're like the least important person at this wedding, what do you care? You put on some of those Google glasses and you record the whole thing.
Google glasses.
Because they probably didn't let you take a phone in. They probably, if somebody's sitting there with their cell phone
what do you think?
out.
Somebody had like a rigged up, like clandestine, like secret recording device?
So have you seen those glasses with like the little camera in the corner?
Yeah, but that was a failure. The whole
nobody.
The Google
Didn't
glasses. That was a.
They're wearing a big funny hat with a camera.
Failure.
All right, I bet you I can look up online glasses with cameras in them, and then 50 different ones will come up.
I'm sure you're
But they're
probably right.
awful and cheesy looking.
So what?
All right, Festa, before we get to your waist size,
Yes.
well, listen, it's not just you. It's like everyone. So hold on. This is important. I got important health news coming up. First, though, what about Britney Spears? What about the fact that Britney Spears put up a 21-minute like audio diatribe and then took it down? And this is on the heels of the new release of the reworked Elton John song. I like this.
Fester.
Hold me closer, time.
It's not.
Am I singing okay?
Can they bury her vocals anymore?
MJ,
Yeah.
Yes.
I was traveling this weekend. I heard, just driving around town, and this song came
Well,
on the
hold on.
radio.
You were traveling
Well-
this weekend? You seem very confused
Well, no,
lately.
I was in the car.
You
listening-
seem very
All right, stop.
confused.
I was listening in the car, listening to the radio. This song.
You were
comes-
traveling or you were
Jesus
in
Christ.
town just driving around?
Well,
I forgot
I
how to
wasn't-
get home.
I was traveling in Utah. Oh, wait a sec. No, I was on on Fletcher.
Whatever my story is, it doesn't change the fact that this song comes on the radio and it sucks.
No, it doesn't.
It sucks.
It does not suck.
It's like a nice loungy song.
What do you like about it? I don't.
Elton is good. With the part that Elton sings is good because he's Elton.
Hang on.
Baby.
I like the whole thing. I like the whole thing. I think it's great.
This is what they play in purgatory. I mean, this is awful.
It is not.
I just want to go like sit in a nice like cool lounge and listen to it and have a drink.
I want to suffocate myself. This is awful.
All right, flop your belly over your face then.
Listen, so this hysterical. All right, so
Pretty good.
yeah,
Pretty good stuff.
Really great jokes. All right,
Yes.
this is a terrible song.
It is not a terrible song.
Last
All right,
night-
hang on. All right, hang on. Let me play a little bit. Listen.
Here it is.
I feel like I'm being forced to shop.
Yeah, listen up. This is the awful part coming up.
It is not an awful song. We played this, by the way, on Friday morning when it was released.
I feel like we're at Forever 21.
Oh yeah,
Where's the sexy part?
Tank tops over here.
There is a lot of auto-tune in this. There's a lot of computer and
is
audio
there.
tricks, but
You can't even hear anybody. Who's this guy?
that's Jerry.
Jerry, the audio engineer, got to sing.
That's Elton.
This is so bad.
This doesn't sound like Elton John.
All right.
It's like they're stuck down in the well with baby Jessica and they didn't decide to record.
So last night,
Yes.
cooking dinner,
Yeah.
right? We had egg roll in a bowl, which is great, by the way. Anyway, Alexa, play pop music. This is the first song that comes up.
Really?
So mad.
Alexa, next. We couldn't get to it fast enough.
Your wife doesn't like it either?
Isn't that what you call your foreplay?
Egg roll in a bowl? Yes. Have you never had egg roll in a bowl?
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, picture like all the good stuff in an egg roll, but in a bowl. Egg roll in a bowl.
Oh, well, it's all good stuff in an egg roll.
Well, but it's not deep fried or in like that skin, whatever that is.
It's called a wrapper.
Whatever.
Egg roll wrapper.
So, but
Oh, so it's just a bowl of cabbage? It sounds delicious.
It's cabbage and meat, and it's mostly cabbage.
Do you make this yourself?
It was my first time ever making egg roll in a bowl.
You know the good part about egg roll? The shell.
Yeah, that is the best part.
No, that's
the
the worst
greasy
part.
shell.
That's the worst part of the egg roll.
Can I move along now?
I want to talk about egg roll shells.
So the recipe of egg roll in a bowl, you start with like a pound. We did ground pork.
I got to finish up with Brittany. Will you stop?
But you're right. It is mostly cabbage because you use just pre-made coleslaw mix.
So Brittany posts this like 21-minute long video, but then the video was like made private. But guess what? If you put a video up, it's getting captured. And everyone captured it, like, TMZ and Page 6.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone captured the video, so it didn't do any good that they took it down. But Britney was, like, making all kinds of... And I do like Britney Spears. I feel really bad for her dilemma and the conservatorship and all the stuff that she's gone through. But, here's something that I think is important for people to realize. That it seems that through her teenage years where she was being managed and controlled, that was never relinquished to her. The control was maintained. Now, I don't know if it was because they thought originally that she couldn't handle her business decisions, whatever, or whether it was just the family trying to control her millions. But I feel bad for Britney Spears. I do. Free Britney. Leave Britney alone. Well, Britney puts out this 21-minute video where she talks about declining a lot of money for interviews. Here, listen to some of the sound bites that were captured before she took the video down.
I get nothing out of sharing all of this. I have offers to do interviews with Oprah and so many people, lots of money, but it's insane. I don't want any of it. For me, it's beyond a sit-down proper interview.
She sounds tormented, and it makes me sad. I don't want Britney to be tormented.
No.
Does she smoke cigarettes?
Occasionally.
I think we've seen her.
Do you smoke cigarettes? Jeez.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
No.
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
No, but my voice gave out on me just the perfect time.
Her voice does not sound good.
I felt like my family threw me away. I was performing for like thousands of people at night in Vegas, the rush of being a performer, the laughter, the joy, the respect. I was shaking over 40 people's hands every night before a show, training weekly, 3 training sessions a week, AA meetings, therapy sessions. My dad literally, I was a machine. I was a machine. Not even human, almost. It was insane.
It's almost like they were running a ragged, like they were...
Yeah, that's being a pop star, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I shook 40 people's hands.
I can't
They
believe
put
it.
me in an ignorant, scared state of mind.
They kept her... listen to this. I mean, this...
I'm having trouble feeling sorry for her.
What do you mean? I feel bad for Britney. Listen to this. Here, listen.
They put me in an ignorant, scared state of mind to make me feel like I needed them. And if you don't do what we say, we're going to show you who's boss.
Yeah, I've told you guys before. That's MK Ultra.
Oh, God.
What
now? Let's go down that road.
What was that again? Refresh my memory.
That's MK Ultra. That's where they control the young...
They did the testing.
Right. The Hollywood pop stars. And they like...
You know how the pop stars glitch on TV sometimes? MK Ultra. So it's very difficult to be...
One more soundbite from Britney.
I was talking to a guy, and he wanted to just leave the country with me. We had it all set up to just leave, and it was a secret relationship.
Oh, well, who's
Britney,
that guy?
Britney, I love your new song.
Thank you. I'm really glad you like it.
Can you scroll to the end of this song? Can you scrub into the end, the last like 20 seconds?
Why?
Because she gives off like this goat yelp of like a.
Oh, sounds like you've listened to a lot of it for someone who hates
in
it.
the car, I heard the whole thing.
I want to hear
driving.
Britney Goat.
And I'm like, and all it was doing, every verse was just reinforcing how terrible it is.
I think we can.
I don't know. If you can't, you can't. But when next time you hear it, because you're gonna hear it, listen to like the closing parts of the song. It's like, I'm like, Elton, just kill the goat already.
Hey, Andrew, can you scrub to the very end? Let me know when you have it.
I think it kind of sounds like Cold Heart. It kind of sounds like the one he did with Dua Lipa.
All right, you got it? All right, here's the very end.
Okay.
I think we just missed it.
Yeah. Give it
Do you have to go back?
15 seconds back in.
Go back.
What's that awful piano playing? Who is that?
Yeah.
Hold me closer.
right there.
Someone's choking a goat over here.
Doesn't sound anything like.
When
This
I was
doesn't
like
sound
Brittany.
the last time I strangled a goat,
Fester,
it said "El necklace."
It sounds nothing like whatever the hell you're doing. All right.
I'm not wrong.
All right, Fester, why don't you sit back and take some health advice?
Please, you need it.
Every inch on your waistline increases the risk of heart failure by over 10%.
Oh, boy.
So
Anybody have a TI-82?
Every extra inch that you have on your waistline, it increases heart failure by 11%, according to new research.
Okay, so what's the baseline waist? If you tell me like 28, I'm going to judo job.
Probably like 34.
Listen, all body sizes and shapes are different. We're talking about the fat that you carry. So the excess pinch an inch, pinch even more than an inch. So the Oxford University study presented at the European Society of Cardiology Congress in Barcelona found that those with the biggest waists were 3.21 times more likely to suffer heart failure than slimmer adults. So in comparison, the heaviest subjects were 2.65 times likely to develop a condition. Yeah, the lead researcher is Dr. Ayadipupo Ugontade, and he confirmed that the amount of trunk fat is more important in the tracking of cardiovascular risk.
I'm all trunk fat.
Trunk fat meaning the trunk of your body.
Yes.
No, your butt is completely flat.
Yeah, but from
It's not butt fat, it's trunk fat.
from waist to shoulders,
Yeah.
that's everything.
You're thinking of the wrong trunk. It's not the caboose.
He's got a giant fat back.
Yeah, it's like the trunk of a tree trunk, not the trunk of my junk.
I call it a barrel back.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
every
it's like a barrel.
inch that you have on your waistline increases your risk. So, little heads up there from the MJ Morning Show.
Real cutting edge research to fat people have heart attacks. So great.
When we get back, we have our final chunk of the day. Show's flown by today. Final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next. So I got a lightning round. Got to do a lot of things here, including the wall yellers. You heard us tease this in the last segment. The wall yellers, and Fester, you think you know what it has to do with, right?
I know exactly what a wall yell
Well, they say that they've gotten the wall yellers under control. And this hits very close to Fester's home. So hold on. We'll explain that and a whole lot more. I'm going through the pile of stuff I've got to do. Hey, Andrew, can you see, or Roxanne, is there any update on the Ferrari crash on Bryan Dairy?
I'll take a look at that. Yeah.
Because two people didn't make it in a red Ferrari that was speeding on Bryan Dairy last night. And who was in this Ferrari? Yeah. All right, hold on. A lot to come. Final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next here on. when you run into him, just like out in public, that he is as nice as can be. A buddy of mine ran into Steven Tyler at the airport in Maui and said that he was just fantastic, just flying commercial, just unbelievably nice, took pictures.
I would imagine he'd be like, yeah, like always screaming. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Well, nice to meet you.
Yeah. So, nice guy. I've met him a couple times over the years, but, more in a professional setting versus just like out in the wild.
He's starting to look like a grandma.
Yeah. Well, he had some health problems recently. Listen, the guy's
But with the long hair. And...
Isn't he like 76 years old?
He's up there.
70. I think he's between 74 and 76.
That's the new 36.
Is my guess. How old is he? 74. All right. So,
yeah.
74 years old. He was born in 1948. Wow. Just had a birthday back in March. Roxanne, before I get to the wall yellers, do we have any update on the Ferrari crash on Brian Derry Road?
Everything that I'm seeing is what you already talked about this morning. So the two drivers who passed were the two in the Ferrari both died.
Yeah, the driver and the passenger, they didn't make it.
And they crossed over the median. They don't know why.
Well, I'll tell you,
car.
I'll tell you why. Listen, I don't think you need to be a traffic investigator. Now, obviously, let's wait for the real official report. But if you look at the video, the roads were slick. The roads were wet. You've got a Ferrari that's making a ton of horsepower. And it seems like the road was probably somewhat empty, and I'm guessing it was speed related. It was a wet road. They lost control, went over the median, and then hit another car head on. Those people in that car are okay. The Ferrari's front end is wiped. It's gone because you don't have any mass up front in a Ferrari.
No,
the engine is in the mid section of the vehicle because it's a mid-engine vehicle for center of gravity and for weight. And the front is just, I don't know how you don't have anything to really absorb a lot of the impact. So the two guys in the Ferrari didn't make it. I hope I don't know these individuals because I know most Ferrari drivers in town. No, I'm kidding.
That's not untrue.
I know I know a lot of Ferrari
drivers. It's not completely true, but it's not untrue either.
Exactly. Anything else?
We got from a texter, he said, I drove by the Ferrari last night on Brian Derry. Moments after it happened, there were no cars as he was coming down Brian Derry. Then he saw the Ferrari with the front half gone.
Yeah.
And another vehicle and several cars slowing down. Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, and there are parts apparently still scattered in the median.
Yeah, another texter said that.
Tell me about that texter said.
Just what you just said, that there were pieces of it still. Just driving by this morning, there were still pieces of the car scattered around.
Well, rest in peace. Just a terrible situation, and speed can kill. And let's wait for the final report without totally jumping to conclusions. But I don't think I'm going out on a limb that speed was involved on a wet road in a Ferrari that caused the crash. Yeah, Fester.
Something else that's hot on the text lines today.
Yes.
People are asking about that big cancerous-looking thing above your left eye.
What?
What is that hideous thing on MJ's face? What is that big red mark?
I didn't notice.
You see, look at it now.
All right, folks, if you want to watch MJ TV, you can see it. I'll point to it right now. This right here?
A rat and all that thing.
Yeah,
dude,
why don't you go downtown?
Hold on. Roxanne, is it that bad?
I can't. Now that you pointed it out, I see it, but I don't look at stuff like that. So I don't
did you
think it's
look
a
at
big
it
deal.
earlier and see like a third eye,
No.
like a cyclops eye or something?
Yeah, look at that.
Now
thing.
that you mention it, I notice it, and I can turn to the side. Let me see if I can see it from the profile if it humps out.
I mean,
it doesn't hump out. I'm not humping
so,
out.
MJ, I'm looking at the computer screen right now. If you're watching this at home, maybe like on your television via YouTube, it would be as big as a dime.
It is not as big as
not in real life, but if you have it on my 80-inch TV,
can I please just tell you what it is?
It's herpes.
It's forehead herpes.
It's a mosquito bite that I picked.
Ew,
all right,
you're gonna get MRSA.
It was a mosquito bite, and I scratched it and picked it, and it's a red mark. All right,
God, we are under a microscope in here.
Do you have any Maybelline cover up or whatever
Yeah, I
that
do.
crap is? I don't want it. Keep it in your purse. I'm
Maybe it's
kidding around.
Maybelline.
All right.
Hey, do me a favor. Can you yell for Buck, please? No,
you gotta open the door and do that. Idiot.
You got to open the studio. Tell Buck to come down here. He's down in his office. Yell for Buck, the video guy. Fester.
Just yell.
Buck, come on down. We got an issue. Apparently, we're also getting texts, and Roxanne told me during the break that people said that MJ TV was was down. It was blocked out.
Right. And that we got some notice like we may have violated the policies.
Yeah.
Grab mic 4.
There you go, Buck. Come over next to me.
What did you do?
So I think the thing is that we played music during the
Yeah,
show,
all
like
right,
the Bellamy Brothers or J-Lo or something.
All right. Does YouTube have an algorithm that instantly shuts you off if you play music?
No, it doesn't shut you off, but it takes away our monetization, and we can't make any money off of it. It shouldn't shut you off, though.
So what? I cost the Beasleys $3.10 today.
Wait,
that's it. I'm out.
We're making money on that
I'm
thing?
a goner.
So you've been doing radio for a long time, and
Right.
part of what you do is play a lot of songs. And every time you
no,
play,
we don't play a lot of songs.
No. But like during our chit chat.
yeah, little clips and some of the games that Froggy comes up
Right.
with. Every time you guys do one of those, which could be 4 or 5 a show, takes away all of our chances of making any money from
What
the
the
YouTube
heck's wrong
stream.
with that? Well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to alter my show.
Well, I've never asked you
Yeah.
to. No,
All right.
no.
All right. So we
Only
got,
royalty-free music.
we got
No.
complaints that in the last segment that it cut us out. Roxanne, what did you get on the text line?
That they were sending me a screenshot and it said you violated YouTube's policies or something like
So
that.
we played some of the Britney Spears new song again, the "Hold Me Closer," the Tiny Dancer rework with Elton.
Right.
And is that Fester's holding up
Yes.
an image as well? Somebody.
Juan Sanchez sent us in.
Thank you, Juan. Appreciate it. All right. So what's the story?
You sure you wouldn't break the weight limit with Fester?
No, I've never seen that before, so I don't know what it is.
All
But
right,
I
can
can
we
look into
investigate,
it.
please?
Yeah, I'll investigate into that.
All right,
But I mean, I'm watching the stream from my office, and everything is fine.
So you didn't see it break down and
No.
shut off about 20 minutes ago?
No.
All right.
So Juan says that this is what came up, this little blacked out screen
I see
while
it.
we're playing the Britney
Right.
Spears song.
Maybe that. I know that if I do something with music on my Instagram, sometimes it takes weeks or months, and I'll get a notice that some people might not be able to see my video because of licensing issues.
Maybe
Like-
they blocked it out because of the mosquito bite on your head. Or they thought that
So
like it's
gross.
monkeypox.
Well, now I have monkeypox over here.
Oh, me got monkeypox.
Like Chloe, a couple of years ago, Chloe was singing Prince songs in the shower, and I videoed outside the bathroom door, and you could hear her singing, and Instagram took that down for whatever reason. All right, I got a lot of stuff to do. Buck, if you don't
All
mind,
right.
can you investigate,
I'll
please?
look into it, yeah.
Get
Yes.
on that. Get your microscope out and your magnifying glass, and go all Sherlock Holmes on this sucker, okay?
Yeah.
Wear
Thank
some
you.
clothes under your lab coat this time.
Yeah. All right, so do you know what the wall yellers are?
I do, yes.
Blank blank security successfully keeps the wall yellers away. What am I talking about?
Big Brother.
What?
Well, that's right.
Bingo.
Because is the house on the CBS lot?
It is. It's on the CBS Television City lot on Beverly Boulevard, Hollywood, California, 90036.
So half
Right
the
at
house,
the corner of Beverly and Fairfax.
So half the house is indoors, and then there's a large portion that's outdoors. They have a pool, they have a suntan area, all that.
Haven't
good
they had a problem with drones and stuff?
stuff. I remember when the show
Are
first.
they 90028 over there or I was 900036 over on Orange and Melrose, but
So
yeah.
they had problems in the past with banner planes.
Yeah.
And
then
people
they
would
had-
try to spoil things and
Yeah.
tell people stuff that's happening or
Yes. And now wall yellers, you can get 20 feet away from them because the wall might be,
Right.
15, 20 feet high. Hey!
Well, wait a minute.
You
can get a megaphone.
Hey, Froggy! Oh, God, get out of here with that. God, is that your new, hobby?
The megaphone, hey, Big Brother folks.
Yeah.
We don't know one of your names, but
It's not.
Somebody inside has monkeypox.
is that show still on?
Yes, it's on. It's,
Hold on. What if that happened for real? What if they had a COVID outbreak or monkeypox in the house or something?
Big Brother
So,
monkeypox.
Last season was really during the height of COVID, or maybe after the year delay. They quarantined everybody for 2 or 3 weeks before the show started taping.
But the Big Brother crew, apparently they've had trouble in the past keeping fans from yelling details or revealing things to the guests over the studio walls. You also have some apartment complexes right next to CBS Television City.
But it's a big parking lot, isn't it? Isn't there a lot of parking at
There is. I mean, they used to have like the side. You used to be able to drive right through the whole damn thing. You used to be able to drive through like the fenced-in area where all the Price is Right boats and jet skis and cars were. They closed that off. But I used to be able to drive. When I lived in L.A., 1989, 1991, I lived in Hollywood, working for a radio station out there. And you used to be able to drive in off of Beverly Boulevard and drive into the CBS lot and drive all the way through to the back of the farmer's market. They've since blocked that off. But the Big Brother house is back in that area. All right, before we get out of here, got a couple.
90036.
Oh, thank you.
It is 90036. So I was correct. CBS Television City, Beverly Boulevard, Hollywood, California, 90036.
There's the guard shack where you dumped Dave the Dwarf.
Oh, I
was just going to ask, wasn't that the corner around where Dave the Dwarf was left?
Oh, my God. I had to go visit my agent. That's when I was stupider back in the day when I had an agent. And I only had one for a couple of years because I didn't have one. Then I got talked into it. But
It'd be 10% of everything.
No, I negotiated 2.5%.
What?
No, seriously, I had a 2.5% agent.
Terrible agent.
And my agent's now deceased. But he said, "You got to swear you can't tell anybody. It'll hurt my business. You can't tell anyone you're only paying me 2.5%."
2.5%.
Meanwhile, I did much better with all my negotiations without an agent.
Yeah, you're much more annoying than an agent
Except
can be.
maybe now these days. But all right, a couple of things. Somebody was throwing chicken strips at Harry Styles on stage at Madison Square Garden.
What's that about?
I
I
don't
saw
know.
that.
But isn't he doing like 5 shows, like almost a whole week at Madison Square Garden?
Is that a PDQ sponsorship in the making?
Exactly. So wait a minute. So here, listen. Harry Styles is yelling at people for throwing chicken strips at him.
Interesting, very interesting approach. Who threw the chicken nugget? That's another chicken nugget. I don't eat chicken.
Then they start chanting, "Eat it, eat it,
I don't
eat
eat
it,
chicken.
eat it, eat the nugget."
I'm a vegetarian.
All right.
Anybody have any honey and mustard?
Eat it. That is a beautiful chicken tender right there.
It's a new Michael Jackson.
I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
All right, House of the Dragon, which Michelle and I were so jammed up getting the kids ready to go. We did not get to watch episode 2 of House of the Dragon last night. So it is, it's recorded on my TiVo, but also, HBO Max on demand. But, wow. They've already renewed a second season. You know that. Do you know how much it costs? Each episode is like around $20 million to make.
I believe it.
Each episode. That means the first 10 episodes around $200 million. But it is movie quality, so I guess that's why.
Was there a lot of gross stuff in the first one?
Yeah, there are a couple of scenes that, caught some people off guard. So, all right, guys, I think we've got to go. We're running a little bit late here. So, yeah, HBO's renewed House of the Dragon for another season already after a total of 20 million. 10 million watched it live, another 10 million watched it later, so 20 million on the first episode. Pretty amazing. Hey, before we get out of here, let me tell you about my friend